Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of Buckshot Thursday here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR, the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about multiple topics of the day. The first one being, obviously, Biden openly committing high treason yet again for about the 87th fucking time in his fake-ass administration at this point. Like, seriously, this is my biggest problem with politics in general right now in this country is the fact that every Republican, Libertarian, Independent, etc., is not openly calling out this cheater cocksucker right now for, number one, being a fucking cheater, number two, not holding any legal authority in this country whatsoever, and number three, saying, no, fuck you, anything you've ever done in the past 3 years, asshole, is not null and fucking void. Guess what needs to be anymore? Like, seriously. Every single thing this asshole signed into place, every single person he's appointed to any position at this point, they're all null and fucking void. Period, dude, in a story. He's not legally president of this country. He can go fuck himself. Anything he tries to do should be literally looked at as Marbury versus Madison of 1803 is what it is, dude. Never written. Never written, never passed, never done anything with that. So we're going to get to a lot of stuff here in a few minutes, though. Various Twitter account stories, various other account stories, etc. And we're also going to talk about the, obviously, Francis Scott Key Bridge incident from the other day. We're also going to discuss what that was actually covering up, which is basically central bank digital currencies being implemented pretty soon. Here's what it's going to be. I was trying to find that story, and I can't seem to locate it again. I think maybe it got yanked from X is what it is. Like maybe it got shot up from X or something like that. So, because I swear to God, I redid that the other day. Like I specifically like reposted it, and I like did another thing to it or whatever the case be to be like, yeah, this is fucked up or whatever the case be. And I can't find it anywhere in my history there on the network's page. So, but yeah, apparently, I guess what happened like here, it was either the day of the bridge crash or it was the day after it. While that was all mainstream media news and stuff, you literally had Biden's fake ass administration announce that in the next 6 to 12 months, they're going to be trying to implement central bank digital currencies in this country. And it's like, no, fuck that bullshit, dude. You can kiss my fucking asshole, man. It ain't happening, bitch. So I will continue to use cash. I will continue to do whatever the fuck I need to do right now. Because fuck this old pedophile fuck. Speaking of old pedophile fucks, we're going to go to this particular story for a moment here, which is Joe Biden's idiot wife and fellow pedophile, Jill Biden, claiming, before World War II, Berlin, Germany was the center of the LGBTQ culture in Europe. Okay, where's your fucking proof, bitch? Oh, yeah, that's why you don't have any, because you're a fucking retard, just like your idiot fucking husband who groomed you as a fucking child, who was his babysitter before he offed his fucking first wife to fucking molest your fucking ass. And now you're molesting fucking kids, too, with this piece of shit ass is what it is, you fucking cunt. So fuck you both, man. This one here is actually pretty fucked up. This was a bunch of the squatter stories going around now. This was a woman out of Texas the other day who was talking about... had her home left her home to take care of her elderly mother in Florida. Came back to a squatter in her Texas house. After a lengthy process, she finally got the eviction notice. And it said, here's the reality people face with. She said, everything I own has been stolen. And then literally went around and showed, like, the whole place. Here's what it is. And, like, how they stole... look at all that shit, dude. Like, just leaving... Apparently that door was black when it was first there. And now it became, like, a weird-ass, like, white coloration on it. Left a bunch of trash in there, a box springs that was brand new like a year before that. It was all trash and everything from these gross-ass people. They stole her fucking fridge, fucked up all of her dishes there, stole her washer and dryer that was there, and left a bunch of trash in its wake. Took pretty much everything else out there, stole all of her lights out of there, jacked her thermostat out of there, left some gross-ass shit in the thing, some gross-ass water in the thing as well there. Yeah, it's just fucked up, man. Oh, and there was her brand new mattress. She talked about sleeping on like 3 times or something like that before it got, or she had to leave to go take care of her mom, and now it's all just completely trash now is what it is, dude. And it's like, it's so sad, man. It really is. And like, this is what I'm saying. Like, honestly, like, I feel like we are this fucking close right now. Well, actually, not even this close. Like, this fucking close right now. Like literally, like, my finger can go together pretty quick there. Like, that close to like vigilante justice becoming a thing in this country again, where you just have like 1800 style people just going on horseback and just hunting people down and just like literally like lynching their asses in the fucking nearest trees, what will be then. So for shit like this, because it's definitely coming to that point in history right now, man. Like shit's about to get like real fucking nuts real fucking quick. And I feel like, especially with Biden's recent bullshit here that we're going to talk about momentarily, there is definitely a situation brewing where you're going to have American citizens just stop fucking listening to any kind of law in this country because it's all bullshit anyway. So, and speaking of laws in the country, this whole lengthy ass thing about gun control throughout history is what it was in the 20th century that mass murdered a bunch of people, called democide, death by government. So, yeah, so here you can't argue with the facts, and we'll just have the actual old man tell us the story. Here's what it is about gun control. It's about 4 minutes or so.
Can't argue with that. In 1911, Turkey established gun control. They took away the guns from their citizens.
Mm-hmm.
From 1915 to 1917, 1.5 million Armenians, unable to defend themselves, were rounded up and exterminated.
I want to point something out on that one with the Armenian genocide. That also was where the Young Turks got their name from. That piece of shit Cenk Uygur got the name of his stupid ass company from. So that guy literally is pro-Armenian genocide is what it is. So fuck that piece of shit in general. And the fact that cocksucker's trying to get the Supreme Court right now to overturn the fucking electoral process to where his piece of shit ass can be on the fucking ballots and stuff. Yeah, he can go fuck himself for real, man. Like, Chonk should have got his ass kicked out of this country years and years ago, honestly. But anyway, continuing on with the rest of this guy's thing here.
In 1929, the Soviet Union decreed gun control.
Mm-hmm.
And from 1929 until about 1953, over 20 million dissidents, people that disagreed with the government, who had opposing political views of the regime, 20 million were rounded up and exterminated.
The irony about that one actually was that was also during Nazi Germany for some of that, which would have been like Stalin's rise to power and things like that in there. And I believe Lenin was also involved in that at one point, Vladimir Lenin, which, for those who don't know, interesting factoid about my family's history, half of my ancestors from my mom's side actually came from Poland, and they only escaped because they kept being grabbed up by armed people in the Soviet Union is what it was there. And they escaped right before Lenin took power in that country, honestly. So yeah, they could have easily been some of the people that were exterminated out is what it was. So thank God they weren't, though. Thank God they were smart enough to actually be like, nope, fuck this, we've been kidnapped too many damn times already. We're going to flee this fucking place and go to America, a real free country is what it is. So I think that's around the same time my dad's family came over here too, by the way. So anybody ever tries to talk shit at me about like, oh, you know, you owe us fucking money for reparations for slavery and shit during the Civil War and things like that, I'm like, I don't know you a damn thing, dude, because my family wasn't even here until after that, you fucking douchebag, and neither was your fucking family in most cases, you fucking asshole. So anyway.
November 11th, 19 million were rounded up and exterminated. On November 11th, 1938, Nazi Germany decreed gun control.
Yep.
From 1939 to 1945,
Hitler's regime.
13 million Jews and others were rounded up and exterminated because they were unable to defend themselves.
I want to point something out about the others on that one. So this is something people never really talk about much, is how when you actually discuss the whole, you know, Hitler's genocidal maniac nonsense, there's what it is, where he, you know, mass murdered a bunch of Jewish people and stuff like that. The thing is, it wasn't just Jews. It was a bunch of groups for that matter. It was Jewish people that were the main ones because he hated them is what it was. Then you also had people who were infirm / elderly and couldn't take care of themselves and everything else like that. You had people who were mentally issued and stuff like that, whether it be, you know, autism toward was autism, or whether it be, you know, maybe they were like Down syndromed or had like some kind of birth defect, like maybe like a cleft palate or something like that, or really anything like that is what it was. Like any kind of physical deformity, mental deformity, anything like that. They were exterminated for that stuff. And also gay people, for that matter. Gay people and the people that would have been considered, like, quote-unquote, like, transgender or, like, cross-dressers back in those days, what it was, they were also rounded up and killed. And ironically enough, it's funny that people always talk about, you know, the burning of the books and stuff like that Hitler did back in those days, because what a lot of people don't realize is a lot of the books that he actually called for the SS soldiers to burn were actually medical journals that discuss, like, the early parts of essentially transgenderism is what it was. So technically Jill Biden might be right about some of that, honestly, that she was saying the other day. But the problem is she doesn't present the facts like I do is what it is. Because that's the thing, I actually have the facts on my side because I've looked into this stuff and I've actually done enough research on these subjects to understand that, yes, this did happen back in those days, and you actually do have physical evidence of some of this happening because people actually saw it happening, what it was, that, you know, lived to tell their stories and stuff like that. Now, granted, they could have been full of shit, honestly, but the fact that their story was, like, never changing, you know, leads credence to the fact they were telling the truth, honestly, in many cases. Like, that's how usually you can tell somebody gets caught in a lie and stuff like that, is they will tell you one story to begin with, and then all of a sudden, like, details will change, like, the next time around, all stuff like that. That's what it is. But if they keep telling the exact same story over and over and over again, it usually means they're telling the truth, things they actually saw firsthand is what it was. So, anyway. Continuing on, though. I'm going to go to Dollar Tree here in a minute, actually, as soon as we finish this up in a few minutes here. For those that haven't heard, Dollar Tree actually upped its prices now, from items that could be up to $5 to now up to $7. So, yeah, they're no longer Dollar Tree at all, man. Well, they should have called themselves $1.25 trading right now because they're already $1.25. Everything out there is what it is. You used to get 5 items for $5. Now you can only get 4 for $5. So, anyway.
China established gun control in 1935.
From Mao's regime.
1948 to 1950, 20 million political dissidents. That means they disagreed with the government. 20 million were rounded up and exterminated because they were unable to defend themselves. Guatemala established gun control. It's
actually way more than that, dude, because under Mao's regime, it wasn't even 20 million. It was like a couple hundred. It was like almost a billion people, actually, if not mistaken. Like, damn close to that anyway. It was like, because there was somebody did the numbers on that shit, and it was just like this whole big ass thing is what it was, dude. And it was like, because I think, like, now granted, that 20 million number might be directly based on the fact that you had, that was who was actually killed because of gun control and stuff like that. But the inadvertent impact of people not being able to defend themselves versus tyrannical dictators and stuff like that was way higher than that is what it was, because with specifically Mao's regime there, which, by the way, that fucking idiot that movie Judas and the Black Messiah is based off of, that Fred guy, that fucking retard basically was sucking Mao's dick throughout that entire fucking thing, dude, in real life. And it's like, Jesus, you got to be the worst kind of fucking dipshit communist, dude, to be fucking cucking for some fucking Chinese dictator who literally mass genocide a bunch of people and then being like, oh, that's a good thing, bro. It's like, no, it's not, you idiot. You literally killed off a bunch of innocent fucking people is what it is. But yeah, the whole point is, though, with Mao's regime, the 20 mil might actually be based on what the gun control actually was there. They can't defend themselves with guns, obviously. But the overall amount was like I said, like 10, 20 times higher than that's what it was, because what happened was you then had this idiot, Mao Zedong, go out there and tell all of his guardsmen and stuff like that, like all the military soldiers and shit at the time, to go out there and like kill birds that were randomly around the crops and stuff like that they weren't able to harvest because they were basically burning all the crops, as it was too, for that matter. And in doing so, he murdered a bunch of people inadvertently, because you had the birds that were taking like the seedlings that were in the ground and stuff like that, like pecking them out of there, and then they would go and fly and drop them off to their places, and then they would actually grow like a plant or something later on is what it was. But because he was killing them all off like that, they couldn't do that, obviously. And so, yeah, it led to like mass famine, mass starvation, everything else like that. And the same thing with Stalin too, for that matter. The whole Holodomor thing and stuff like that back in the day, that actually led to more famine than anything else, dude. It was him basically going and telling people that were like, you know, not farmers to be like, well, you're going to be farmers now, like grow me stuff. And then it's like, I don't care if you're not growing anything. Like, we're taking half of what you have anyway. So it's like, yeah, it's just fucking stupidity is what it was, dude. And it's like, not to mention the fact that when you have when you look into how Stalin actually lost the whole thing is what it was. And you had the guy that was called White Death. That was that Simo Hayek guy who was like the sharpshooter dude or whatever. That dude actually was able to kill a shitload of Soviet Union / Russian soldiers at the time, because Stalin was a fucking dumbass, just like all these fucking dumbass dictators throughout history. who's the first people to go up against the wall as soon as they take power? It's the people that would actually be able to eject them from power because they already know how to overthrow a tyrannical government is what it is then. Or overthrow, or not tyrannical government, it'd just be overthrow government period is what it is. Just like how Antifa is being used now to do that shit right now with a government currently is what it is though. And the entire point of the matter is they're going to be the first jackasses put up against the wall and have a bullet put in their heads what it is then, because they would be the ones that be able to take over and become a future dictator themselves kind of thing is what it is there. And so that's why you had all the people that in Stalin's regime that were military generals that actually had fighting experience and knew what the fuck to do and stuff like that. They were all put up against the wall, bullet in the fucking head, etc. there. And in doing so, you had all these guys that were inept as fuck who had no business being in any kind of war whatsoever that were now like the new generals and stuff like that. And they were killed really quick by Simo Haya's ass, dude, because, again, they had no experience of fighting, and he did, obviously, and so did other people for that matter. And so, yeah, you had the Finnish people being able to actually, fight against them pretty good is what it is there. So, anyway. Continuing on.
Control in 1964. Control in to defend themselves.
Guatemala
established gun control in 1964. From 1964 to 1981, over 100,000 Mayans were exterminated because they were defenseless.
Yep.
Uganda established gun control in 1970. From 1971 to 1979, over 300,000 Christians were rounded up and exterminated because of their beliefs and the inability to protect themselves. Cambodia.
I'm not sure if he did Rwanda in this one or not, but yeah, it's also what we talked about the other day with the Rwandan genocide. That's how that happened, actually, because you had people that couldn't defend themselves against tyrannical governments, what it was. Dictator specifically is what it is there. So.
Established gun control in 1956. From 1975 to 1977, over 1 million educated people were rounded up and exterminated.
I'm not sure if Cambodia was Pol Pot's regime or not. I think maybe it was, but I can't be 100%. I feel like he was closer to Vietnam, but maybe it was Cambodia. I'm not sure. Like I know Pol Pot obviously, but I don't know exactly what the deal is there with him. So
let's look at a more recent case study. Australia. Australians were recently forced to give up over 600,000 personal firearms.
Actually, I'm gonna put one in here that's closer to that even, dude. It's Maduro there in Venezuela forced them to give up their gun rights there back in 2012, 13, someplace in there. And now it's genocide and shit with those people, what it is now. Not to mention unleashed a whole bunch of fucking prisoners there now up to the U.S.-Mexico border who have now crossed into our country illegally and has put decrees on things that they can't come back into his country now, even though they're his goddamn people that were in his fucking jails to begin with. So, yeah, it's time to murk that motherfucker out 100%, dude, whenever Trump takes power again in this country. So.
And since that has happened, here are the statistics. Homicides nationwide are up over 3.2%.
Yep.
Homicides went up
of course it
in
did.
Australia after gun control. Assault in Australia is up 8.2%. Armed robberies up 44%. In the state of Victoria in Australia, crimes with firearms has increased over 300%.
Of course they have, because you're not going to have criminals give up their guns, dude. They're like, oh, fuck yeah, we got defenseless people. Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go at them then.
From the past 25 years in Australia show a steady decline in gun violence. But because they confiscated the guns from law-abiding citizens, people just wanting to protect themselves, the statistics of crime, assault, homicide have risen.
Of course they have.
There's also been a dramatic increase of assaults and abuse of the elderly since Australia took the people's guns away. Under the fake pretense of wanting to protect you, they want to restrict your right to be able to protect you and yours.
Yep.
Guys, we need to learn from history. Yep. In the 20th century, over 56 million people have been exterminated, killed,
Yep.
rounded up, and eradicated by the very government who restricted
Democide.
You can't argue with facts.
So I do want to point something out with that one. That's just the direct people that were killed by it. It's not the indirect with, fucking various famines and everything else like that led after that is what it was there. So, not to mention the fact that now in the last 2 days in different parts of Australia, you now have Aboriginals going out and beating the fuck out of white people is what it is there, man. And trying to attack and kill white people there in that country now. So, yeah. And that's all due to gun control, dude. Because they can't defend themselves versus a bunch of fucking nuts is what it is, man. So, trying to find if there's a thing about Dollar Tree here now. Oh yeah, I do want to mention this shit too. So that piece of shit Brandon Scott, who is the literal black supremacist mayor of Baltimore at this point, who is a fucking ass clown, 100% diversity hire, by the way, is now threatening white people in this country, dude, and should be removed from office immediately is what it is right now. So, yeah, you got this fucking clown ass. So someone online described Brandon Scott as, quote, Baltimore's DEI mayor, because he fucking is, by the way. He responded by saying, they don't have the courage to say the N-word, and added that when applied to him, the terms should stand for, quote, duly elected incumbent. You are one dumb motherfucker, dude. No, it stands for dipshit equity inclusion hire, you fucking idiot. So, you're a diversity hire, bro. Just admit it. Not to mention the fact that since this moron has taken power there in Baltimore, there's been more fucking black on black homicides in that city than there has before his dumbass is in power there. So, yeah, fuck his ass, dude. I already called him out on the X on that one underneath the account, underneath our network account. There's what it is. So, also there was a NYPD cop that was killed recently in the line of duty. Trump was actually in New York today to attend that guy's funeral. Then you had Obama, Clinton, and Biden all doing some fucking Lizzo fundraiser at the same exact time. Like, what a bunch of disgustingness, dude, is what it is. Speaking of disgustingness, we got this story right here that I'm going to pull up in a sec, which is another fucking Brandon Johnson, Chicago mayor, refuses to say how much migrant crisis costs city after report reveals at least $1 million being spent on hotels weekly for these fucking illegals in our country, dude. Dude, if I was Leo and his family, I'd stop paying fucking taxes in that city, honestly, for real. If they can pull it off somehow. Like, just fucking stop paying taxes entirely, dude, because you're gonna need to have that money at some point here in the future to get the hell out of that fucking hellhole is what it is. So, yeah. Okay, so this is somebody saying, going back to Dollar Tree thing there. I just flipped on the top thing there is what it was, and people were saying, this guy said, me, when the Dollar Tree cashier told me that 4 items cost a total of $28.
You piece of shit. You fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead. You have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head.
Yep. For real, though. I remember when I went there with Mom, like I think it was last year or so, and she was still here with us. And they had ice cream cones on the thing, and it didn't say anything about what it was cost, obviously, because we found out later that the guy who got pissed because they were doing like $2, $3, $4, and $5 items, there was what it was, ended up ripping down their sign thing for it there. And yeah, it was $5 for a little pack of fucking ice cream cones that, by the way, were like that big around or something like that, dude. It wasn't even that big at all. Like, it was nothing there is what it was. Like, I could have paid less than that for a fucking like 6-pack of bigger ones at a different store like Aldi's or something like that's what it was there. So yeah, a bunch of shit entirely. And then let's go back and read some more about this stuff real quick. So yeah, we got this big red guy saying, we keep telling y'all it is not inflation, it is corporate greed, but you don't listen. Maybe now the companies are starting to say it. Wait, maybe now the companies are starting to say it. You will believe it. Dollar Tree raising prices on some items up to $7. They figured out, quote, higher earners were shopping there. See, that's what's even more disgusting. So they basically admitted the other day that, like, oh yeah, you got like quote unquote like middle class people now shopping at the Dollar Tree to like save a few bucks. Let's go ahead and raise the fucking prices up like that. No, it is and that's the problem though. I'm gonna call that red guy out though, man, because it's both. It's both those things, dude. It's both Biden's bullshit inflation and the fucking corporate greed on top of that. Is what it is. And it's why you need to have. That's why we honestly need to fucking start trust busting every goddamn corporation in this country right now, dude. Down to its bare fucking bones. So, anyway, this person here said, thinking about the picture of my mom buying multiple Dollar Tree drug tests when she caught my little brother smoking. Yeah. And then people talking about Dollar Tree because it's going up. Yeah, this person said, I remember the days when the kids would love to go to Dollar Tree because everything was actually $1. Under Biden's economy, that's not the case anymore. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fucking insane, dude. It really is. So, yeah, Dollar Tree will increase their max price to $7 after seeing traffic from higher income customers. And you have this stupid fucking girl here saying, I blame the white rich girlies on TikTok cosplaying as budget penny pinching bunnies. Like this, by the way, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about when I'm talking about black on white hate on this fucking site and every other site in this country. Is this fucking clown ass bitch right here who's obviously black, shit talking to white women is what it is, dude. Like that's what BIPOC doing racism always calls out, by the way, as well. But it's even worse. Like that's like the baseline shit, by the way. It's not even that offensive. There's like direct death threats on white people by fucking blacks on these sites, dude. So it's just wild, man. Yeah, so somebody after Dollar Tree forces them to pay as much as a Target run. They're just like, hell nah, bitch. So, yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous what it is, dude. Actually, pretty much every single one of our local municipalities around here, from the town over to mine, this town here, downtown Canton there, that's about 10 minutes from me or so, give or take, et cetera, et cetera. All of them, all their city councils in the last like 2 weeks or so put moratoriums on any dollar store opening up here for the next 2 to 3 years. Which I'm saying good on that one, dude, because yeah, fuck Dollar Tree specifically is what it is, dude. They're gonna be pulling shit like this. So, anyway. Oh, actually, speaking of 2A stuff, I did want to mention this one, which is apparently Tulsi Gabbard, of all people, finally admitted she was wrong about the Second Amendment. Now, granted, I think it's all smoke and mirrors and stuff like that, because she still has refused to admit her part in actually getting Hawaii's gun control passed and actually being the architect of almost all of it there, and actually doing something to, like, you know, reverse course and actually fight and, you know, lawsuit Hawaii and stuff like that for the gun control shit she helped implement is what it is there. Because until she does that, she can go fuck herself, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, this is what she said here. It said, I was wrong. Tulsi Gabbard addresses concerns of Second Amendment. It said, Tulsi Gabbard, former U.S. rep for Hawaii's 2nd Congressional District and a veteran of the United States Army Reserve, recently addressed concerns about her stance on Second Amendment in a candid conversation on the Triggered podcast hosted by Donald Trump Jr. Said Tulsi, known for her progressive positions on various issues, opened up about her evolving perspective on gun rights. It said, growing up in Hawaii, Gabbard was exposed to a state with strict gun ownership laws, which shaped her initial views on firearms. Unlike many of her peers, she did not grow up in a gun culture and had limited exposure to firearms during her upbringing, even during her time in the military. Yeah, because that's the whole point, dude. Like, I love how they show her and like Pete Buttigieg and stuff like that holding like a gun or whatever for like a photo op is what it was. Because that's what it was, by the way. Because most of these people like that, they never fucking had active combat duty, dude. I think maybe Tulsi may have, but it was in a capacity where she was like the high up person that really wasn't engaging in the firefight. It was like you had like 50 soldiers in front of them in the firefight, and they were like back here holding a fucking gun, like, you know, Overwatch shit or whatever the case be kind of deal or something like that. I think that's probably what her position was, honestly, on that one. So yeah, she was like having a firefight. It was like sniping people from like 1,000 yards away or something like that kind of shit, honestly, dude. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, as I continue to say here, though, it said, Gabbard experienced the stringent regulations surrounding firearms, highlighting the importance of safety protocols and accountability. Says, however, Tulsi's perspective began to shift as she engaged with constituents and citizens from different parts of the country, particularly during the presidential campaign trail, in subsequent years, interacting with individuals from states with various gun cultures, such as New Hampshire and Iowa, providing Tulsi with inevitable insights into the diverse experiences and concerns of American gun owners. It says, during her time in Congress, Gabbard initially supported what was described as, quote, common sense gun control laws, which, by the way, there's none of those things at all. What it is massive disarmament, just like that guy talked about, 10 minutes ago or so. He was talking about in the 20th century there, how many people were massacred and genocided by their own fucking governments because of having gun control enacted on them, is what it was, dude. So, however, through dialogue and constituents and deeper examination, Tulsi began to question the true intents behind such legislation. She acknowledged that some advocated for gun control measures with the ultimate goal of undermining Second Amendment rather than prioritizing public safety. That's the entire fucking point. There is no common sense with these fucking people, lady. Literally. There is no common sense gun control that these assholes want. Whether it be red flag laws, universal background checks, safe storage laws, all that kind of shit, dude. It's all a way to disarm the people, the quote-unquote law-abiding citizens. I'm going to point something out on this one. I, just like many other people that follow the network and are part of the network, have said many, many times, we are not law-abiding citizens. We are peaceable gun owners because we're peaceable gun owners until we're fucking not, dude. Until you want to fuck with our rights, and then you're about to get fucking owned, bitch. Because we will fight back against tyranny at that point. Go fuck yourself. It's as simple as that, really. I'm going to start making YouTube shorts, by the way, and I think that's going to be one of them, honestly. So, just start, like, grabbing stuff out of these. But anyway. Yeah, the entire point is to undermine people's fucking rights, dude, is what it is. It's like the whole thing with the ATF to begin with, dude. It's like the ATF shouldn't exist at all because of the fact that you have alcohol and tobacco, which are both vices, and then a constitution-protected right in the Second Amendment is firearms, dude. Like, that alone, that fucking organization shouldn't exist on that one alone, dude. Anyway. As the Second Amendment is a safeguard against tyranny, it said Tulsi underscored the fundamental role of the Second Amendment as a check against government overreach and tyranny. She emphasized the founders' intentions for citizens to possess the means to defend themselves against a potentially oppressive government. In light of recent events and government actions, Gabbard highlighted the importance of preserving the constitutional right. Said in a notable revelation, Tulsi disclosed that she and her husband are gun owners themselves. Cousin calling right now. I'm not going to get it, though. So you can just leave a message and I'll get it later what it is then. Okay, so Tulsi and her husband admitted they're gun owners themselves. Their participation in events like the tactical games provided them with first-hand experience and a deeper appreciation for firearms. Tulsi emphasized her respect for Americans' right to choose whether to own a gun or not, acknowledging the diversity and perspectives of the issue. Said crime control, not gun control. People in the comments section shared their thoughts. Quote, if she understands Second Amendment, then she should understand that each and every gun law is an infringement. So one commenter added, I grew up in New Jersey, never saw a gun expert on the cop. Never saw a gun except on a cop's waist. Moved to Florida when I was 17 and my world changed drastically. So I love Second Amendment and I will never give up my guns. Northern liberals are wrong. They lie about us every day. We need crime control, not gun control. That's the truth of the matter, too, for that matter, you know. And people, hell, you have AK Nation News every day of his streams and shit like that, basically talking about it, where he's talking about how a lot of people in the black community at this point want a 94 style crime bill to come back again, the one that Biden co-sponsored. The only difference being, obviously, you don't want it to be like directly targeting minorities again, is what it is there. But yeah, you need to target criminals and stuff like that, which some of them are minorities, some of them aren't minorities for that matter, dude. But yeah, it's like, yeah, target fucking criminals with a 94 style crime bill is what it is, dude. And I've said before, dude, like, honestly, what we should have in this country is 1 to 5 strike laws in this nation. Where 1 strike laws would be if you're a fucking child molester and stuff like that, you're just dead, period, dude. And the same thing with like child murders and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, just take them out back, fucking fire squad their asses on the spot is what it is then, dude. You know, immediate execution kind of stuff is what it is there. And then you'd have other stuff that would be like lower level felonies that would be like 3 strike stuff. And then you'd have stuff that would be like, you know, high level misdemeanors / low level felonies that eventually would equate to like a 5 strike kind of thing is what it is there. And then that would be essentially life imprisonment after that fact is what it is there. So, but yeah, it should be something where you give people a chance to rehabilitate is what it is though, man, because that's the thing. I believe for the most part, I would say about like 80%, give or take, maybe 85%, something in there, of people in our country are worth saving. Like they're worth giving a second chance to. But there's legitimately like 15 to 20% that just need to be gone from this fucking earth entirely, dude. Because they are pure evil, they are demonic, they are satanistic, they are fucking just the scum of the fucking earth, basically. And it's as simple as that, really. So, anyway. But continuing on with the rest of this, though. Let's see where we're at now. Yeah, so one person had some questions. Said, ask Tulsi specific questions. Assault weapons bans, magazine size restrictions, revisiting the NFA, funding the ATF, current unconstitutional laws in various states, White House Office of Gun Violence. So another commenter added, being a veteran doesn't mean you automatically support 2A wholeheartedly. See Tim Kennedy, for example. Wasn't that the UFC fighter guy who supposedly did, and then he like backtracked and stuff? But then again, I mean, I would go further than that, dude. It's like, look at fucking Evan Hafer and Matt Best, for God's sakes, the douchebags behind Black Rifle Coffee Company. They don't give a fuck about citizens' rights at this point, dude. The hell, they specifically admitted the fucking fact. They're just like, no, us as fucking bro vets should have fucking shit that every citizen shouldn't have access to. It's like, no, fuck you, you fucking cunts. If anything, I should have access to more shit than your fucking asses should have, because you're more of a fucking threat to society than I am, bitch. Because you've actively gone out and done fucking mercenary work and killed people overseas, you fucking douchebags. Y'all are fucking mass murderers legitimately, you fucking assholes, for fucking money. So go fuck yourselves. Seriously, fucking scumbags. I hated those guys even before the fucking Rittenhouse shit came out, dude, because I thought they were scumbags before that, honestly. But them fucking over Kyle Rittenhouse the way they did, though, that just proved to me the whole thing. And it showed everybody else, too, for that matter, dude. Like, it just reinforced that I had the hate for him at that point, honestly, dude. So, anyway, it says, complexities of gun rights, said Tulsi's candid reflections on her journey regarding the Second Amendment offer a compelling insight to the complexities of gun rights in America. Her willingness to engage with diverse viewpoints reassesses her stance, underscores the importance of open dialogue and critical thinking in shaping policy decisions. Well, here's the thing, right? You even look at the actual U.S. Constitution. It specifically states in it, this is a list of things that the government cannot take away from you. Specifically in the Second Amendment, it specifically ends with shall not be infringed, dude, for that reason. It is the one right that above all, the government has no legal authority to restrict. But yet they keep trying to do it, and the fact they're not actively hung for high treason on the spot right then and there is everything wrong with this country right now, dude. Like, seriously, in our founding fathers' time, you would have had people literally yanking their asses out of chambers, going and building a gallows 10 minutes later outside and fucking hanging their ass from it at that point, dude. Like, why is it happening right now, honestly, for God's sakes? At bare minimum, there should be on-the-spot arrests of these fucking people, and yeah, they should be given death penalty fucking trials at that point, dude. For deprivation of rights of law is what it is. Which is a misdemeanor in all 50 states and should be a felony nationwide at this point, honestly. So, anywho. But anywho, continue on here, though. Let's see where we're at now. Yeah, so perspective on constitutional rights. Said, what are your, was asking one of Tulsi's thoughts, how personal experiences, blah, 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 blah. And going from there, basically. And then it just continues on from there and everything else like that. So, yeah. So needless to say, it's like, yeah, she may have changed her tune a little bit, but I still don't believe her until she actively is like out there fighting against Hawaii's current gun controls in the books and stuff like that. So this one was pretty interesting, though. Going back to different stories of the day, here's what it is with the bridge collapse and stuff like that. So apparently there was a second bridge collapse here in the last couple days, a couple weeks actually. It said, "Did you know about second bridge collapse that happened also?" Okay, so the same day as Francis Scott Key Bridge then. So they quote, "Spontaneous combustion situation with raw wood products at a landscaping company center caused a massive fire underneath the Valley View Bridge in Ohio earlier Tuesday morning." So remember, this is just a coincidence. FBI and Biden have stated nothing unusual is happening. Community notes and mainstream media fact checkers will not allow any debate. Yeah, it's a bunch of shit, dude, entirely. Being assault cargo ships. I like it. I'm going to make that into a fucking shirt, dude. I'm totally making that into a shirt later. I'm using that exact image. I don't give a fuck. Put that up on the networks page, man, is what it is. I was also going to make another shirt. It's going to be a picture of Biden. I'm trying to find an artist that can do this, actually, because I want to be like silhouette of Biden's face or whatever the case be. And just have it say, like, Skyjack the nation or something like that. Since that motherfucker has skyjacked our nation, is what it is. So. But anyway. Then we got this one that I don't know if this actually is true or not, if it actually did debunk him or not. But supposedly, as this is claiming, it says 12 common firearms myths debunked. So we got number one, most firearms fatalities are homicides, which is absolute bullshit. It says Pew Research shows that most firearms fatalities are from people taking their own lives, aka suicide, not homicides. In 2021, number of people taking their own lives accounted for over 54% of all firearm fatalities in the country. Something Michael Bloomberg and them love to not talk about, by the way, because if they did, it would mean they're going to control bullshit. Is just that, a bunch of bullshit. Then we got number two, assault weapons are a legitimate firearm classification, which is an absolute lie, by the way. So despite what many have heard, there are no formal definition of the term assault rifle, except the fact that it was created by Bill Clinton and the Democrats in the 1990s to ban them in 1994 is where it actually came from. This is a report from the Campbell School of Law states so-called assault rifle bans usually target AR-15s, usually AR. However, AR stands for armed light rifle, not assault rifle. And we got higher rates of firearm fatalities are in urban areas. That actually should be the case, honestly, in most cases. But it says here, as Johns Hopkins School of Public Health notes, urban cities like Chicago have higher rates of firearms violence. However, most firearms fatality come from states with more permissive gun laws, which is absolute bullshit. No, they fucking don't. That's a fucking lie. That is an actual goddamn lie, dude. And I'll call out the fucking Johns Hopkins BS on that one, dude. No, it does come from fucking places like Chicago, you fucking idiots, not places that actually have constitutional carry on the books. And we got mass shooters only stem from mental health. No, they fucking stem from the mainstream media that's injecting their bullshit on there, dude, this whole point entirely. Then we got ARs and military-style weapons. No, they're not. Let's see, mass shootings are random. No, they're not, actually. They happen in gun-free zones everywhere. Since the Gun-Free School Zones Act 1990, then we got number 7, assault rifles are responsible for fatalities, which is an absolute lie. Fists and feet are. Let's see, America is violent. No, we're not. Number 9, more firearms make us safer. That is actually true, by the way. Number 10, Americans are massively divided on gun restrictions or firearms restrictions. We're not massively divided. What you have is you have a bunch of fucking asshole fucking cunts on the left who think that their shit don't fucking stink and want to be all fucking mothering everybody in society instead of actually having a bunch of children themselves, what it is there, dude, and taking care of the kids at the fucking house, you know, in the kitchen making some sandwiches for the kids and stuff like that is what it is, and their husband that comes home later on is what it'll be then. Yeah, I went there. Maybe she's barefoot. Maybe she's pregnant at the time. You never know, man. But anyway, yeah, I love to do 1950 stereotypes, buddy. Because that was one of the best times in our country's history, honestly, back in those days. But nah, seriously, though. Yeah, it's these stupid-ass fucking cunts on the left, the MDA types and stuff like that want to restrict our gun rights and stuff like that and be all nanny state and everything else like that. And the rest of us are like, no, go fuck yourself, you fucking cunts. Get out of our fucking faces with your bullshit. Then we got number 11 on here. Studies are conclusive on weapons ban effectiveness. Yeah, it doesn't work, dude, entirely. Then we got number 12. Many citizens use firearms to take down criminals, which is actually the case. And the only reason that one specifically is not actually more prevalent is because there was actually, I think it was the National Shooting Sports Foundation, if I'm not mistaken, like a year or two ago, started doing a thing where they were actually trying to track this stuff. But the problem is it's very hard to track because in many cases, all you have to do is literally pull out a fucking gun on somebody like that and like essentially brandish a weapon on somebody for it to defuse the situation if a criminal's trying to hurt you is what it is. It's not until you actually start being like shots fired, which is only like 10, 20% of the cases. In many cases, there is what it is. Where you actually hear those stories pop up in the news, like, Chicago man kills fucking armed robber that's trying to rob him at an ATM or something like that and engages in a firefight with that person. It's not until that shit happens that you actually hear the, dead criminal story or something like that is what it is, man. Many times it's literally the opposite of that, where it's people out there doing whatever, and then it's them being responsible for other stuff. That's what it is. So, yeah. But anyway, going back to the Key Bridge, though, this one I thought was very interesting. This happened a couple hours ago. So you have Smoking Gun. The Dolly ship's black box has 2 minutes of missing data right before it crashed into the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Yeah, that's not fucking fishy at all, dude. No, nothing to see here, buddy. Nothing to see here at all. Fucking bullshit, dude. It's 100% a fucking false flag to cover the CBDC shit. The central bank digital currency implementation in the next 6 to 12 months. Then we got this one out of Virginia where people left me notes and been like, well, Governor Glenn Youngkin vetoed it. So first off, it doesn't matter if he vetoed it or not, dude. The fact that this piece of shit legislation was even allowed to get to his desk to begin with to be vetoed is exactly why every fucking Democrat and rhino in the state of Virginia needs to be fucking tossed out of office and in prison right now for high fucking treason right now, dude. Seriously, just like Biden's ass does. Virginia bill to allow illegal aliens to become police officers and arrest American citizens. The bill, if it had passed, would have allowed illegal aliens granted DACA to become police officers. You know about DACA cops there in California and New York and Chicago and stuff like that now, dude? It's got what we're trying to do in fucking Virginia entirely. Here's what it was. Say, quote, the black vote knows it won't stop there. Quote, I want to know who was responsible for this piece of trash legislation that was going to tell the illegals at the border, get ready to arrest Americans in this country legally. It passed the House. It passed the Senate. It made it onto the governor's desk. What the fuck is going on here? Said, couldn't tell us. You couldn't get the word out. So I guess we was going to just have a legal... So we're just going to have probably illegals just show up in police uniforms, and Americans were just supposed to take it. We are supposed to comply with this? Hell no, dude. Fuck that. Like, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about entirely, dude. This is why I believe truthfully, when the second American Civil War starts in this country this summer, you're gonna 100% see politicians get fucking murked out by American citizens at this point, dude. On both sides of the fucking aisle. And the thing is, as far as I'm aware, like, most of these people, especially in state general assemblies and stuff like that, dude, their addresses are public knowledge at this point because they have to be, because they're running for office and stuff like that. So you have to have an actual thing for that, for them to be held accountable and stuff like that. So yeah, I could easily see people show up in like mobs at their fucking doorsteps and stuff like that and just kill them there, dude, is what it is. And it's scary to think about that right now, honestly. Now, granted, I'm not saying that should be done. Far from it, honestly. Like I said, what it should be is if anybody's going to show up in a mob, it should be to arrest these fucking people and just take them off to jail and give them, due process in court and stuff like that is what it is there. But yeah, I think there's going to be a big section of people that are just going to take it too far is what it is, dude. And they're just going to murk them out right then and there is what it would be. Which, in some cases that might be for the best, honestly. Because it shows the rest, like, we ain't fucking around no more kind of thing is what it is then, dude. And by we, I mean the American people is what it would be. So, but anyway. But yeah, it says from the It says more about the bill from Federation for American Immigration Reform. It says, well, state senators McPike and Chief Newsham appear sympathetic to DACA recipients. They seem perfectly comfortable creating a situation in which illegal aliens can enforce U.S. law, which, okay, here's my problem with that right now. I've talked about this with Corey several times as well. How the fuck are you going to sit there and honestly tell me as an American citizen, or any American citizen for that matter, you're going to have illegals enforce American laws under a U.S. Constitution, which they have no legal fucking right to? Because of their status from being a fucking illegal to begin with, dude. Literally, the second they step foot over the U.S.-Mexico border onto U.S. soil, they are committing a fucking felony in our country. They are felony here illegally. They should already be arrested on fucking federal felony charges at that point is what it actually is, for breaking into our fucking nation. Number one. So how the fuck are you going to sit there and be like, oh no, you can be a police officer in this country? No, they fucking can't. They literally fucking can't, dude. But that's the whole endgame for these fucking cocksuckers, man. These piece of shit fucking globalist deep state fucking assholes that are controlling Biden and everybody else with fucking puppet strings. Your Obama types in the fucking back door and stuff like that, dude. It's these fucking cunts that want this shit to be a thing because they want a goddamn standing arm in our fucking country soil right now. And I've been talking about this shit ad nauseum for the past like fucking 5 years now. People haven't listened to it is what it is, dude. And I'm kind of fucking sick of it right now because it's like, legitimately, since like 2018, 2019, someplace in there. So like 5-6 years ago, I started talking about this shit, man. Where I was discussing what I think was going to happen in the Second American Civil War in this country. And it would be the X factors of the illegals, whether it be the Chinese foreign national sleeper cells, whether it be the Islamic terrorist sleeper cells, etc. There, all the fucking illegals in this country, dude. But I talked about then, like, they were implementing standing armies this entire time. And there's, I guarantee you right now, in all 50 states, there is at least one standing army of illegals right now. So there's at least 50 standing armies of illegal aliens in this country right now, dude. If not more than that. And it's probably, I'm guessing, honestly, my estimations of one per state is probably really low, honestly. I would guess, honestly, one per major city at this point. So depending on how many major cities your state has, it's probably at least that many of them in there is what it is, dude. So here in Ohio, it would be like, probably like 6 or 7, honestly. Well, I guess there's some minor cities a little bit too as well on that one. So yeah, I would say at least probably 6 in the state of Ohio, honestly, right now, dude. So, you know, times that by how many of our fucking other major cities are in this country, obviously. You know, you got, what is it, San Antonio, Houston, Austin, Dallas there in Texas. So you got at least those 4 there. So, yeah, talk about at least 4 fucking standing armies there in Texas then. So that's at least like 9 or 10 here in just 2 states alone right now, dude. Then you add in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh there in Pennsylvania, which are their 2 major ones. So that's another like 2. So that's what, like 11 now? So then you got New York City, that's 12. I feel like there's another major city in that state too. I want to say Rochester, but I could be wrong about that one. I know you always hear about Buffalo. I'm not sure if that's really a major city or not, though, but maybe like the Catskills or something, because I know there's been illegals up there, like literally Islamic terrorists and stuff up there doing shit, so that could be another one as well in that matter. So it's like 13 potentially. Then we got, you know, a couple cities in New Jersey there, so it's like 15 pretty much at least. So yeah, you're talking about 4 or 5 states right now. We already got 15 at this point, dude. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Yeah, it's just insane, bro, for real. Anyway, let's go ahead and go back to this this story, though. I actually want to look up these motherfuckers here, dude, and see what pops up for these guys' names or girls' names, whatever it is there. Let's see. Block Lake, Virginia. Okay, so this is what this fucking cocksucker looks like. That was one of these assholes behind the DACA cops bullshit here. Was this little fucking pedophile piece of shit right here, dude. So that was one of the dick stains behind this shit, Jeremy S. McPike. And then, let's see, who is the other person on that one? I'm guessing this is a police chief, maybe? Yeah, chief of Prince William County. Police chief is what it is there. So Peter McShane. That guy looks like a wannabe fucking criminal, dude. Honestly. What a fucking sack of shit, man. So anyway, but yeah, I said creating a situation where legals can enforce U.S. law. In doing so, can arrest and take into custody U.S. citizens and legal permanent residents. Furthermore, neither has fully explained how DACA beneficiaries can serve as police officers when federal law generally bars illegal aliens from possessing firearms. Says Representative John Marco, a Republican from Langview, wrote in support of this bill, saying, quote, simply, it is common sense legislation that would allow local law enforcement agencies to hire diverse and qualified candidates. So, really, John Marco's a fucking rhino retard is what it is, dude. Let's go look up this fucking douchebag right now. Yeah, this guy needs to be kicked the fuck out of office entirely, dude. I swear to God, man, like these people right here are the exact reason why our country's so fucked right now. I just pray that they don't have the fucking override for Youngkin's veto right now, dude. Because if they do with these rhino sacks of shit like this right here, man, like people need to literally walk in the Virginia General Assembly at this point and just yank these fuckers out of office by force at this point, dude, and citizens arrest their fucking asses for high treason at this point, really, honestly, dude. For real. Because how the fuck are you gonna try to make DACA cops a thing, dude, for real? And then talk about diversity and qualified candidates. First of all, dipshit, what you're talking about is affirmative action, you fucking asshole. Number one. And they're not even qualified candidates, you fucking dick smoke. Because they're not even U.S. citizens, you fucking asshole. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, buddy. God, I fucking hate these goddamn rhinos, dude. Like, you might as well just change your fucking affiliation to Democrat there, John Marco, you fucking cunt. And it says, ironically, the legislators pushing these bills talk about how these illegal aliens are, quote, qualified to become law enforcement officers, but as mentioned above, illegals are generally barred from possessing firearms in this country. Moreover, to carry out their duties, officers must take a sworn oath of office, which requires them to enforce the law and protect the constitutional rights of all in their communities. DACA recipients cannot, in good faith, take this oath because they continuously reside in the U.S., in violation of the law, and even if the illegal aliens who benefited from DACA were otherwise law-abiding, their illegal status could impede their efforts to enforce the law, period. So state legislators pushing proposals to allow illegal aliens to become police officers are not only undermining the rule of law, but also threatening public safety. The public must be confident in the law, and the officers sworn to protect them, and uphold the law are upstanding citizens in their community. FAIR is working with the state legislators to make sure these bills do not advance and protect the integrity of law enforcement agencies across the country as we deal with the worst border crisis in history. Yeah, it's fucking absolutely disgusting, dude, entirely. And like I said, that can be noted about Youngkin vetoing it. Doesn't even matter, dude, because it shouldn't even be able to get to his desk in the first place, dude. That's the whole point entirely right now. And, of course, we got fucking fuckhead Biden talking about surge the border. Like, seriously. This was on the fucking campaign trail, by the way, when this asshole was trying to legally run for presidency right now, dude. How was that, like, this is my biggest problem with Trump entirely, dude. Like, that alone, you should have had the fucking feds all over his fucking ass at the debate that night, dude. As soon as he said that shit, he should have had fucking handcuffs slapped on his fucking ass and been arrested for high treason right then and there, man. End of fucking story. I don't give a fuck how it looked at that point, dude. I don't give a fuck if people want to call Trump a dictator at that point or not, dude. He should have fucking done it anyway. Because he should have done what was best for the fucking country entirely, bro. So. Yeah, and that Jonathan Diller guy who Trump was at his funeral day in New York City, there's what it was. He was killed by a criminal illegal yesterday in New York City is what it was there, dude. Or it was a couple days ago, actually. It was the 25th, actually, so it was 3 days ago then. So. Yeah, I've really fucking had it, man, entirely. Yeah, and then you actually look at how Virginia's congressional makeup is for their General Assembly. There's what it is. So this is what people were talking about here. You got 40 seats in the Virginia State Senate there. Democrats hold 21 to 19, and they hold 51 to 49 in the House is what it is there, dude. So it passed literally along party lines potentially. Maybe like one or two rhinos jumping on there too as well then. And thank God it was vetoed by Glenn Youngkin, a good patriot in this fucking country, dude. What's sad is that Youngkin can't run for re-election in Virginia, but you know who can actually run after him? Is current Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears, who would be, I believe, the first black woman in the governorship there in Virginia. So, yeah, she needs to fucking run in that place then as well. And just, the two of them just need to keep flip-flopping each other every general election is what it is, dude. Because they could technically do that. She could basically be like, hey, I'm gonna run for governor, and here's my lieutenant governor, Glenn Youngkin. And then next time around, he's like, here's my lieutenant governor, Winsome Sears. And then they just keep going back and forth like 4 or 5 times in a row. I mean, it's one way to do it, man, because I don't think there's any law against in that state, honestly, to do that shit. So they might as well, honestly. But, and by the way, you got fuckhead Biden talking about the U.S. taxpayers are now going to foot the fucking bill for the Francis Scott Key Bridge rebuild because they don't want an investigation going on there, which, shocker, has to go back to this whole thing right here, which is White House puts out exec order to boost cybersecurity at U.S. shipping ports. That was in February of this year. Now, this month, giant ship loses power twice, aims directly at bridge, destroys bridge, and closes down 10th busiest U.S. ports for months. Sure, it's just a coincidence. Sure it is. Sure it is. Fucking ridiculous, dude, entirely. Going back to state level stuff then. And we're going to finish out with Biden's bullshit amnesty thing of why he should be arrested for high treason right now on the spot right now is what it is right now. So, sorry, kind of glitching out because my mind's frying out a little bit right now. We got more details on Oregon shutting down family farms and going after small farmers selling food to their neighbors. Quote, government using satellite imagery to pinpoint farms to target. Government hotline for neighbors to report. So literally fucking Nazi Germany 2.0 is what it is right now, dude. It says Oregon lawmakers are rewording their laws to effectively treat small local farms as the same as like a large farming operation on a commercial scale. Says small farms being sent cease and desist letter and can no longer operate without a water right. Permitting processes to use our own well water. Yeah, that's another thing too, by the way. And I forget if it was them or if it was like Iowa or something like that recently that was doing like some well rights bullshit or whatever the case be, or like water right bullshit is what it is there. Because what it was is that you had the government there at a state level. They were trying to figure out exactly how many fucking water wells / water things that could be used in somebody's property. And God forbid you don't talk about like one fucking stream that's on your property. Now that can be seized by the fucking government is what it is, dude. And it's like, again, like we are being primed right now in this country for, I believe, multiple black swan events. Like, obviously, April 8th, the fucking solar eclipse is going to be one of them, I think, honestly. But it's going to be more than that. It's going to be the direct aftermath of that, I believe, where you're going to see all this shit going on with them trying to make DACA cops a thing. Illegal's a fucking thing, and police work and stuff like that right now. And it's like, you know, you got Dick Durbin and company there at a federal level talking about giving these fucking amnesty to basically make them into fucking U.S. soldiers and stuff. And it's like, I believe by the end of this year, we're going to have to fight for our lives, dude. And I mean that seriously. I believe we're going to have to literally go to war with our own government in the form of the illegals they're trying to make into military, into police, etc. right now. And we're going to be fighting a fucking two-pronged attack on government officials and the illegals that they're illegally bringing into our country right now. And when I say government officials, I don't mean legally empowered government officials. I'm people that are falsely claiming to be government officials that hold no legal fucking standing in this country at all because they're damn cheaters in this nation, dude, and they always have been. So the ones that want to falsely claim they're something when they're not is what it is, like Biden and company. But anyway, let me see here now. Okay, how long is this woman's video actually? Okay, about a minute or so. So let's go listen to this lady. Actually, she's talking a little bit right now.
Okay, guys, I had to stop what I was doing to share this with you guys because this is crazy. Right now, the state of Oregon is shutting down small family farms in mass under the guise of water conservation. Oregon lawmakers are rewording their laws
Democrats
to effectively treat small local farms the same as like a large farming operation on a commercial scale. And let me tell you the scariest part, because I've talked about this on my page before. The way they are finding these farms is they are using satellite imagery to pinpoint your farm and send you a cease and desist letter and insisting that
which, by the way, is privacy
Their
rights
government
violations.
has also set up a hotline so that your neighbors can call and rat on you for watering the vegetables and fruit that you're going to go sell at the farmer's market next week. Now, I can make a follow-up video going over detail about these laws that they are abusing, as well as the lawsuits that farmers are filing to fight back. But in the meantime, I want you to watch this video. Go to Yanasa TV on the YTube. His episode from 7 days ago. I'll put it down in the description below. He did a fantastic job of doing a deep dive into this issue. This might be Oregon right now, but I promise you, if they get away with this, other states will adopt these same laws. Stay informed, friends. Know who you're voting into office and know whose best interest they have at heart.
No, it's always their own best interest is what it is, dude. It's never your best interest. It's always their own fucking bullshit, dude. And that's the entire point. Like what she said right there about know who you're voting into power is what it is. But this is the entire problem right now, is this is why we should have automatic disqualification of receipt power in this country, number one, and number two, recall voting across the fucking board, where we can recall these fuckers for any reason at any time for anything. And if they're pulling shit like this, yeah, it needs to be fucking citizens arrested their fucking asses for deprivation of the code of law, for misuse of position for personal gain, et cetera, there, because there's another thing too that's also a misdemeanor that should be a felony in this country. And for literally invading people's fucking privacy is what it is, dude. Because how the fuck are you sitting there using satellite imagery to illegally spy on people's fucking shit, dude? Like, that is beyond Fourth Amendment rights violations right there, dude. Not to mention, this all started from that fucking cunt Kate Brown like fucking 5-6 years ago there in Oregon, when she tried to do the whole fucking bullshit cap and trade thing back in like 2018, 19, whatever the fuck it was there. It almost started a literal fucking war on the Oregon-Idaho border because she was telling a bunch of state senators that fled to Idaho is what it was there to either come back. She was going to send state cops after them. And then you had one of those guys who was like the main dude from their state senator was there, who's like, well, you better tell them to send their bachelors and send them heavily armed, bitch. And yeah, it was like this fucking close to starting a goddamn war on the fucking border there, dude. I mean, that stupid fucking cunt's thing. And why was she trying to do that shit? It wasn't the fact that it actually would have done anything good for the state of Oregon or this fucking country at all, for that matter. It was that Kate Brown wanted to be the first at something, and the first thing she wanted to do was basically to fuck with people's auto emissions and allow the fucking government to tax how many miles you can fucking drive and stuff like that, dude. It was literally authoritarian bullshit is what it is. And it's the same fucking thing with that stupid fucking cunt Tina Kotex, or if you pronounce her dumbass last name there, is trying to do now as a fucking Oregon governor, for God's sakes. Not to mention, you got some of my family there who are hardcore fucking lovers, like my Aunt Rita, honestly, who's a fucking idiot. I'll say it like this, dude, she's a fucking idiot. Because she was one that told my mom was going to die the day that she went to her fucking surgery like 6 months ago. But obviously she lived a couple months after that's what it was, though. But yeah, she actually has a house like right by downtown Portland there. She's trying to been selling for the last 2 years now, where she's had to evict squatters out of that fucking place, dude, a couple times. And basically stop people from stealing her fucking shit is what it is there. And it's like, and now she's trying to sell this place, and it's like, yeah, good luck to you, lady. You ain't selling it for nothing now, is what it is. You're going to take a fucking big-ass loss in that fucking place if you ever get a chance to sell it then. So, and yeah, she keeps voting Democrat every election cycle, dude. Because, again, it's her generation and the generation underneath her is what it is there, dude, that were all the JFK Democrats and stuff like that in this country that still believe that the fucking Democrat Party is the party of JFK when it was never that fucking party at all, dude. Like, it might have been at one point in time for like a year or two in history and stuff like that, but yeah, as soon as they assassinated that man out of fucking office, dude, is what it was. It became the party of shit after that, man, is what it was. And yet they still believe falsely that 50-something years later, it's still that fucking his party is what it is there, which is not. It hasn't been for decades, dude. Hell, if JFK was alive today, him and his fucking family would be either independents or fucking Republicans or something else for that matter, dude. Libertarians, maybe even for that matter, who the hell knows. So, but yeah, that's the entire point. That was what it is. So, yeah, it's some fucking scary shit, dude. Then we got somebody. Somebody did a picture of the think this is Klaus Schwab holding a 1911 that says, "You are the carbon we seek to reduce." Yeah, exactly. Hell, the globalists are admitting that shit at this point, dude, that we are literally to a point where they are trying to kill off humanity is what it is right now, dude, for real. So, and of course you got this one that this guy was talking about, this small little farm here is what it is, and it said, they can't control people who are self-sufficient and know how to take care of themselves. This is why they don't teach you basic skills of survival at school. They teach you how to be dependent on the system. I also want to point something out, too, by the way. This pantry that's all full of people doing canning and stuff. There is there's a part in the movie Red Dawn, the 1980s version, obviously, not that shitty fucking Chris Hemsworth, Josh Peck version. That shouldn't even be called Red Dawn at all. I'm talking about the actual Patrick Swayze version from the 80s and stuff there. So when they go to that old man's house, that's the family friend or whatever it is there, and his wife and shit, and then he goes with their granddaughters, what it is there. You'll notice when he's sitting there, there is an entire shelf. Actually, I think it's multiple shelves behind him, if I'm not mistaken, that are just like essentially a wood board across the shelf is what it is there. And it's full of canned stuff, dude. Whether it be beans or whether it be, some kind of a mash or maybe some fruit or something on those cans, there's what it is. And that's exactly what our society used to be, man. That's exactly what it needs to be again, honestly. And this is what I'm saying. Like, if we actually make it through all this and we don't completely fall as a country and I'm able to become governor of Ohio in 2026, honestly, like, that's going to be one of my first acts in office then as governor, dude, will be executive order across the fucking board then and be like, hey, all kids are learning survival skills in school now is what it is. I don't give a fuck what you want to say, man. Now, granted, somebody could try to stop me, but they could fuck off on that one, dude. Because if nothing else, I'll just go to the good ones on there then and be like, hey, just put this through legislation. I'll just sign into place immediately. Then is what it is, dude. Make an appropriation here for money is what it is there. And that's how you can actually get into place immediately then instead of having to wait 90 days then for it to go and be enacted is what it is there. Even if we just start as like a small thing for like a couple schools here and there in the rural areas and stuff like that, dude, and then just make it further into the cities and stuff like that. Like, yeah. These kids should have the skill sets. And I've talked about it before, dude, with the whole 6-year trade stuff is what it is, too, for that matter. It's like, because that's the thing. Like, what you have in rural areas does not equate to urban areas. And what you have in urban areas does not equate to rural areas. Like, yeah, there's some, like, overlay and stuff in there, like, car mechanics and stuff like that. Or, like, somebody that wants to, like, fix windshields and shit or something like that, But the entire point is, there's not a lot of overlay. Like, for instance, out here in the country and stuff, you would have kids that would be working on like big tractors and stuff potentially and like big, farm equipment and whatnot versus like some dude in the major city that would be working on like a car or like maybe like a semi or something at most. So, and then of course there'd be other things you can go into for a trade and stuff like, various other things like that. And then of course there'd be some that would actually sort of coalesce into each other's what it is there, which would be more or less like other things like that, which would, be things like, for instance, like how to grow your own food supply and stuff like that, or basically be a self-sufficient, reliable person is what it is there and stuff. So, now granted, that's not really a trade per se, but like, actually welding would be a better one than that actually, because you can do that's the thing as well. That's what I was going to bring, the whole welding thing, because you can have welding at different places, obviously, in this country, whether it be urban areas, suburban areas, rural areas, etc. But the entire point of welding, though, is that depending on where you're at, it's going to be different things you're going to weld. Like in a city, you'd be welding, maybe like a bridge or something like that. In a rural area, you'd be welding back together like a fucking, frame of a building or something. Or like, again, like a piece of fucking, tractor or something that was coming apart or some shit. And so forth and so on. Or even like other things for that matter. Like you're rebuilding a fucking car frame or something like that. And you're like welding together the fucking frame essentially is what it is there. So it could equate to different things, honestly, is what it is. But anywho. But yeah, that's 100% right, though, about the whole thing, dude. It's like they don't want you to know how to do things, how to grow your own food, how to be self-sufficient, because if you were, it would mean you weren't relying on the government and stuff like that. So... I like this guy's version of Agenda 2030. Agenda 2030, you will own a farm and be happy. Yeah. If only. Oh, yeah, Trump. Somebody did a picture of Trump, and they were talking about what hit it on this woman. Here's what it is. So, my only thing with this chick, though, is it's like this with a lot of females, honestly, dude. It's like, I don't understand, like, the whole, like, weird tattoo thing on the side. There's what it is. But, yeah, I would hit that hard, dude, honestly. Not even gonna lie. So, but nah, for real, though. The entire point is they're trying to destroy our country is what it is, dude. And it's not like they're just trying to destroy our country. They're trying to destroy the entire fucking world right now because they want us subservient to a fucking turned-up government is what it is. And it's just like we were talking about a couple minutes ago there with the Oregon farm and stuff. You got this one here, which it says, sorry, my fucking, like right here, I feel like I got a pimple coming up right there in my mustache. It's really itching. So, but yeah, it says, as Oregon enforces its water use requirements, small farms face the consequences. It says Christina Del Campo surveys her field, pointing out the garlic she hopes will grow on its own and the blueberries she'll no longer be able to sell. Said, quote, the section of the field, I don't know if I can even plant it. I am potentially just going to put it in a cover crop and build up the soil while I live in limbo and see what's going to happen with the water rights. I also want to point something out too, and this is something fucked up my aunt told me about recently in the last couple of years here, when I was talking about from Oregon there, Aunt Rita. She was actually mentioning how when they have forest fires and stuff there, instead of actually going to the ocean, like grabbing out the water there is what it is, they'll literally go to somebody's fucking pool, like backyard pool and shit like that, and just steal the fucking water out of the goddamn pool and use it to go fucking throw on the fires and shit, dude. Or like they'll go to like some random ass river and stuff like that that's like barely flowing at all, and they'll just fucking yank that shit up is what it is then. It's so fucking wrong, dude, entirely. Speaking of wrong, you got piece of shit Gretchen Whitmer, that fucking demon cunt who's a fucking Hitler's goddamn granddaughter and a fucking cheater herself, faces backlash for controversial program helping illegals after illegal alien charged with murder. Says Brandon Ortez Valta was a previously deported illegal alien, was recently charged with murder in Michigan. Then we got Marino talking about can't be for working class Americans to support illegal immigration at the levels we're seeing. Can't support it all, jackass. It's the whole fucking point, guy. Yeah, it says Michigan Democrat cheater Gretchen Whitmer is facing intensified heat from critics over her state's newcomer rental subsidiary giving up to $500 to landlords that rent to illegals following the alleged murder of a woman by an illegal alien in Michigan. It says, quote, many refugees and other newcomers face critical housing challenges, and this program will increase access to better and more affordable housing opportunities while supporting a more rapid social integration to refugees, rapefugees, which really means on that one, and other so-called newcomer populations to Michigan. No, you mean illegal populations to Michigan, you stupid fucking cunt. And first off, how the fuck is that even legal? You're literally stealing fucking tax money from people like Duke, people like 2 Live Moo, etc., and giving it to these fucking scumbags that are legally in their fucking state, dude, to go steal fucking housing from other people, dude, that are American citizens. If you're gonna give $500 as a subsidiary to anybody, bitch, should be fucking people running to veterans in this fucking country, you dumb whore. Not fucking illegals. Like, fuck illegals, dude. Send them back to where the fuck they came from because they're legally in our fucking country, you dumb cunt. I really, like, honestly, this is the problem with Michigan right now entirely, dude. They seriously just need to arrest fake-ass Secretary of State Jacqueline Benson out of office, replace her with someone else that will enforce the fucking law after the fact is what it is there, dude. And then you simply recall Whitmer / Garland Gilchrist and fucking Dana Nissel from the governorship, lieutenant governorship, and AG's office, respectively. Because until they get rid of Benson entirely, who's the linchpin there that's stopping recalls from happening in that state right now, only then can they actually get shit done in that state, honestly, dude. Because recallability doesn't matter as long as that bitch is holding fucking office right now illegally is what it is. So, I also love how they keep calling illegals newcomers now. That's a new terminology, by the way, is the whole newcomer thing. It's like how they keep trying to change red flag. Well, originally it was red flag. London was ERPO, and now it's like I forget what was the one that they were calling Kentucky now. It was like crisis intervention, some other bullshit or whatever the case be. It's like it's like CCAR or something like that. It's like C or maybe CARRC. I don't know. It was something like the word car, but it was like an extra like C or an extra A or something. And that's what it was. Maybe an extra R or something. I forget exactly what was there or something. But yeah, it was basically one of those three things that it is there. So anyway. Yeah, so his website explains that, quote, newcomer rental subsidiary program provides illegals eligible households with rental assistance up to $500 per month for up to a year, with eligibility based on immigration status and household income. So in order to be a beneficiary of the program, applicants must have a, quote, eligible immigration status that includes refugee, asylum, special immigration, visa holders, aka H-1B visa, pieces of shit is what it is, victims of human trafficking, Cuban or Haitian entries. Why would you be bringing cannibals into our fucking country, you dumb cunt? And we got Afghan nationals, aka fighting age fucking males that left their own fucking country to go rape ours is what it is right now, dude. And, quote, Ukrainian humanitarian parolees. What the hell is that shit, dude? That would be Ukrainian prisoners, by the way, or people who fucking fled conscription, which, by the way, I saw a video the other day of these fucking asshole fighting age males that should be in Ukraine fighting for their own goddamn nation that are now fucking having a beer in some fucking place in like Poland or something like that, dude, is what it is. Well, other people are dying in the fucking country now. Bunch of fucking scumbags entirely, dude. It's like we talked on Honda's chats before about how you have Pelosi and company trying to send us to our deaths over there in Ukraine by being like, yeah, you can go over there and take your own shit and kill Russians for a profit, bro. Yeah, and die in the fucking process, you dumb cunt. Fucking scumbags, dude. I swear to fucking God. Huh. Good old Nala Ray. OnlyFans model exposes industry after finding God again. It's just like having a pimp, because it is a fucking pimp, you dumb bitch. I still don't believe that. Like, until I see that girl do it, until I actually see her doing like God's work for the next like 5 or 6 years of her life, dude, I don't believe a word coming out of her mouth. That's not all just for show at this point to try and keep her self-relevant. There's what it is. But anyway, it says guidance from the state of Michigan says the individuals or household can be part of the program for up to a year, and that single individuals or households with 2 individuals can receive receive a credit of $300 per month. That raises to $500 per month, and households of up to 6 people. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. This woman really is Hitler's granddaughter. She really does need to take a DNA test to prove she's not really dating off Hitler at this point, dude. I mean that for real. Because she really is a demon piece of shit, man. I wonder if you splashed holy water on her if she'd actually start burning or not, dude. Because she's definitely demonically possessed for sure. So is Garland Gilchrist, piece of shit ass behind her there, that black dude with the hands there. Who's the fake ass lieutenant governor right now. So let's go ahead and read this article actually with the OnlyFans thing. I will say that girl is really, really hot though. That Nala Ray chick. Yes, his OnlyFans model turned born-again Christian. Nala Ray exposes the underbelly of the adult website OnlyFans downsides in an interview with Fox News Digital. Like, we're not going to watch the interview. Here's what it is. Fuck that. But yeah, it's basically her just like saying like, yeah, it's like having a pimp, bro. So, whatever. Like I said, I don't believe a word out of her mouth until she actually starts doing stuff. Like until she would legitimately like start doing like street preaching and stuff like that, dude. Only then would I believe like, oh God, she actually is born again. Like, holy shit, you know. I mean, yeah, she did the whole like baptism and stuff the other day, but like again, that could have been for show, honestly. So, and maybe she is truthfully on a good path again, man. But the thing is, right, like, all people have to do is look up your name and put the word nude after it and go either to video or pictures and stuff, images, pictures, etc. there. Or no, wait, yeah, it would be images and then it would be video stuff. And they can literally find all the porn out there, you lady. Like, you're never getting rid of that, by the way. That's always going to be a strike on you. So, again, it's great that she's telling others not to get in the business now is what it is there, dude. Which they shouldn't be, obviously, for that exact reason. Because you're literally having images out there forever, dude. It could be, 10, 15 years from now, you have a kid, and that kid goes on the internet, searches up your fucking name or whatever the case be, and oh my God, there's mom fucking like 3 different guys or whatever the case be. Or God forbid, their fucking friends at school look up that shit. It's like the same thing with them, man. It's like, oh my God, this kid's mom's fucking like 4 different guys and getting railed by 2 black dudes at once, and the white guy on the fucking mouth or whatever the case be then. Totally spit roasted and shit. So, speaking of spit roasted, though, you got, this is we're going to end off today's episode actually with fuckhead Biden considers granting amnesty, handing out green cards to illegal aliens. All the things he cannot do, by the way, legally, because he's not fucking president of this country. He's a goddamn cheating piece of shit for the past 3 fucking years now. Anyway, it says, cheater Biden is currently considering granting amnesty to illegal aliens in a bid to act on the worsening immigration crisis, according to Politico. It says Biden's fake-ass administration is weighing several ideas to take a tougher stance on southern border crisis and illegal immigration. Amid criticisms, he has thus far failed to act on either. It says fake administration can start doling out green cards to illegals who have long stayed in the U.S. So basically, those that overstay their fucking visas, beyond what they're talking about there, honestly, thereby giving them amnesty to stay in the country illegally. 3 people familiar with the planning told Politico. It says plan would grant illegals who have been in the country for more than 10 years access to the cancellation of removal program, provided that they have relatives who would suffer if they were deported, which is an absolute lie, by the way. I also want to point something out, too. The piece of shit who raped that 10-year-old girl here in Ohio, I believe it was last year before that, whatever it was there, that motherfucker was a goddamn visa overstayer under fucking Obama's administration, dude. Had no legal right to be in this fucking country to begin with, but yet was here illegally. So was the fucking person who was the guardian of the little girl. So was the little girl herself was illegal as well on top of that whole thing. And that's exactly why they didn't go to the cops. Instead, they went to some fucking abortionist in Indiana to have them fucking terminate the pregnancy is what it was there, dude. And then it came out after the fact that, by the way, everything they did was illegal as fuck, by the way, instead of going to the cops and stuff like that. And that's why people like Dave Yost, Attorney General, and Mike DeWine, Governor, and stuff like that, did not bother to actually believe them, were coming out and being like, no, this is bullshit, dude. You never brought any of this stuff, because they didn't have any actual evidence of it happening in the state, because, again, they didn't go to the fucking cops in the state of Ohio. They went to some fucking abortion clinic in Indiana is what it was, dude. So, anyway. As far as I'm aware, that woman that was the abortionist in that situation, too, was actually facing charges still, if I'm not mistaken. So, anyway, we're in now. Yeah, so 10 years, be here, your family would suffer if you weren't here. So illegals could then receive a green card, a permanent residency grant, if they meet the cancellation or removal requirements, and an immigration judge rules that they're in their favor. So it would represent a larger effort for Biden to take action again on behalf of illegal aliens who have stayed in the country illegally. U.S. So the 3 officials told Politico, said Obama's administration took similar action in 2012 by illegally creating the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals bullshit program, which delayed the deportation of illegal aliens who entered the country illegally as minors. Which, by the way, all those fucking DACA kids, man, at the time of Obama's administration, were already in their fucking 20s, by the way, for that matter, dude. I don't give a shit if they were here when they were fucking 8 years old or not, dude. They're fucking criminally here as an adult now. And in most cases, the fucking adults that were here that were so-called childhood arrivals were a bunch of fucking piece of shit criminals anyway, dude. So fuck them. Kick them the fuck back out of this country. I don't care if they don't know any other country to begin with or not, dude. Fuck them anyway. Like, tell their asses to go back to their fucking parents' home country of origin, back to fucking Mexico, El Salvador, Honduras, Guatemala, etc., Venezuela, Nicaragua. I don't give a fuck where they're from initially, dude. Kick them the hell back out of our fucking nation entirely. Tell them to go fucking eat shit, honestly. Don't be giving them fucking handouts. Don't be giving them fucking free college and everything else like that. Tell them to fuck off a cliff, honestly, dude, for real. Anyway, I'm just so fucking sick of it, man. Anywho, it said, one idea this fake-ass administration has mused is increasing support to states and cities that have taken in larger numbers of illegals, such as Denver, Colorado, New York City, New York. Said Biden also previously considered using executive authority, which he doesn't have, by the way, to make it harder to claim asylum at the southern border by raising the standards for a migrant to claim, quote, eligible fear of being deported to their home country. Or you could just say the border's fucking closed, assholes. You'll get shot if you fucking come here. That would be a fucking credible threat, man. That would be it. That would be you actually acting on an act of war at that point, then. Because that's what it is, man. Every single one of these fucking people that comes up in caravans to our nation right now, dude, should be an active, declared war on our country. It should be there should literally be an active war declared as soon as they walk up on our fucking border system, dude, and try to rush it. Hell, that shit with the Texas National Guard the other day, they should have been fucking spraying mags on these fuckers, dude, and dealing with the fucking situation entirely there. And that would have made our country better off in the long run, man. Like I said, I fucking had it, man. I really have. Apparently, June 15th and 16th, there's going to be a Lego Fest here in Cleveland. That's pretty cool. I actually wonder how much time it took somebody to make this fucking thing, though. Which was like an entire city block there. That's fucking crazy, dude. Dude, I couldn't even... Oh, my God, bro. How would you... I'm trying to even figure out, like, how would you even build something like that? Because, like, obviously putting the cars down would be, I think, the final step, obviously. But the thing is, like, you would have to start with, like, this giant skyscraper right here, and then the one next to it probably would be my guess. But, yeah, then all the buildings around it, like, bro, like, that would be so... Oh, my God, man. Like, that would be so time-consuming. Like, I would assume that this fucking big-ass skyscraper thing would probably take you, like, at least a good day or two, honestly, of hours. Actually, maybe not quite that long. Well, I'm trying to think now how many would... it depends on how many blocks it actually be made out of, so... Yeah, no, it'd probably be a day or two, honestly, worth of work there, would be my guess. And then the one next to it would probably be about the same. That white one next to it there would be about maybe half the time or so. Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Like, I will give it to those people, man. They definitely are artists and stuff like that, dude, when they do shit like that, honestly. So, like, seeing people that destroy stuff like that or something like that or want to ruin people's lives like that, man, like, it's like, that's fucked up, bro. Bro, I couldn't even imagine, like, going back to not even being able to imagine how long shit would take, man. Like, you're talking about, this would probably take several people, like, a month or two to make, honestly, at least that long, that big-ass Darth Vader. Like, that's some wild-ass shit right there, man. There ain't no way, man. That's nuts, dude. Although, imagine somebody breaks one of those, like, sculptures like that, and then all of a sudden it's just like, ow! Because you're stepping on, like, Legos and stuff. I actually want to see how much one of these tickets cost right now. Not that I'm going to go to this, but I just want to see how much the ticket actually costs here. Yeah, it's called Brick Fest, is what it's actually called there. Let's see. So, Cleveland, Ohio. What if I don't want to give you my thing? Ah, okay, it opens Friday at 10 a.m. Okay. So... I'm going to look that up, actually, and see how much it would cost to go to those things then. Huh. Oh, okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. General admission ticket's only $16. Although VIP tickets are $40 a piece, though, so that's kind of a big deal then. So, yeah, I don't know what the difference between the two would be. Obviously, I'm assuming VIP would be getting to, like, certain places or whatever there and be able to see cooler shit or whatever, though. But, like, I would think that general admission would probably be not too bad, though. You'd probably be able to see most of the good stuff, though. So, anyway. I don't know, man, but that's some wild ass shit, though, I'll tell you that right now, man. So, yeah, we're definitely heading for a fucked up time in this country's history, though, man, for real. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think we're definitely heading for some bad times ahead right now. And it's only a matter of time before we actually start seeing the craziness go down in this country's history entirely. So about an hour from now, just over that, I will be finishing up season 8 then finally for Walking Dead Survivors. So we'll be getting our season rewards then when that happens, which will be, like I said, as far as I'm aware, it's about 195,000 on our side then, and then it's a few other things here and there. So in fact, if I can actually show it, I might just jump on there and do a little screen share of what's currently going on with about an hour or so left in the day. Make sure I got all my stuff grabbed up too for my commendation, because I think I do, but not totally sure on that one. I think I got all my dudes about 50,000 this season. So it seems like everybody from my clan's all hiding in the season 1 then, which makes sense. Because none of them were actually as strong as B's crazy ass was. So yeah, all right, let me see here now. Nope. What the dude? Like, why are y'all hitting me from our same fucking region, you jackasses? Like, Jesus Christ, people. Yeah, it's ironic that looking at the scoreboard for the duels thing here, it's all these like top 10 jackasses that are the ones who are let me show it actually. It's top 10 jackasses right now who are the ones who are all a bunch of dicks to everybody then. Like Bunny, Sopa, I think that's how I pronounce the guy's name. It's SOEPPI. JDC 11, Sloppy Joe, Biker J, or Bike J, I think that's the guy's name there. Yeah, it's like all these dicks and stuff. Former Bees is another one, obviously. So, like the other one's trying to fuck with us all season, what it is there. So, all right, let's make sure where we are right now. Yep, we are still on top. About the same amount we were before, so. Yep, we'll take 2-1 is what it is right now for the second place rewards. First set of rewards there, which will be 60 of the golden season tokens. The no time limit avatar for season 9 there, or not season 9, season 8, which would be the silver one. 195,000 silver tokens, 56 long ranges, and 28 spare part keys. I am currently 363 in this main account right now. That JDC 11 guy is number 1 for the season. And then it'll be some of our people from our war pack. That's in other regions that'll take the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th places. And then it's not until 5th is one of his guys then for his side. And then 6 and 7 are elephant packed. 8 and 9 are from our war pact. 10 is from theirs. 11 is one of our people, actually. And then 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 are all from the Elephant War Pact. 17 is Wolf Pact. 18 and 19 are Elephant. And 20th is our dude, Jeff. So, that's cool. So, yeah, Jeff will take 45 Legendary Survivor Fragments, 45 Long Ranges, 18 Keys, 23 million bullets, and 90 hours of speed ups there for his thing for 20 hour for the being top 20. I at 363, so 201 to 500 rewards will take 15 legendary survivor fragments, 15 long ranges, 6 keys, 8 million bullets, and 30 hours to speed up, so about a day and a quarter then. So, and then for coalition, I am 4th right now. Huh. Interesting that the other ones took a little bit higher on us than that one then. So yeah, I'm 4th currently, and we will take 18 more of the Legendary Survivor Fragments, and then 23 hours of speed ups for construction, research, and training. We will take second in the Warpack stuff, so we'll end up with 9 more keys on that one, and then a bunch of various veggies and stuff that are in the millions. And for season merit, I'm going to take nothing then, unfortunately, because I didn't mean the milestone stuff, so get to 700 then, which with just over an hour left, I'm not going to bother then, because I got to 5 mil on here, and I didn't get above that, then I don't fucking really care, honestly, then. So yeah, I'll take some good stuff, what it is, though, man. I'll get some keys, and I'll get some long ranges, and I'll get some, legendary stuff. I would have loved to get the season merit thing, honestly, because it would have been nice to get to 700, though, because of the fact that you would get another 18 of the fragments, though, and a bunch of tape and stuff like that for all of your dudes and whatnot. But again, it's like, got an hour left, not even going to bother then. Plus, I'll be able to get some legendary fragments anyway from having my my silver stuff here at some point in the future. So it's not really going to matter on that one. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. Like I said, the problem is, it's like, it really should not be only down to 700. It should be like 1,000. It should be like top 1,000, honestly. Or really, as long as you have like any amount for the season, you should get something, honestly. It should, even if it's like a fragment or 2 for that matter. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm looking really forward to seeing what they do with season 9 here. I'm hoping that we finally get to 32, 33, 34 for the walker levels and stuff, dude, because that would be really nice, honestly. Because it would be nice to see if my thing is actually above that or not then. If I can actually get to 32, 33, etc. with my F1 right now that are at 120s, and I think it's like 116 or something like that, respectively. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at for the day, though. I was hoping Corey would be with us tonight, but he wasn't, unfortunately. So, it's whatever. That's his life. If he wants to do what he wants to do, he wants to do what he wants to do. So it's whatever. So anyway. Oh, people are tossing out a bunch of stuff. Here's what it is. Missed it on those. Missed it on that. Missing out on all kinds of good shit here, man. Damn, I missed out on all the good stuff, man. Of course, I end up with tomatoes at the very end of it then. Shit, man. Bunch of BS, dude. Yeah, I missed out on anvils, missed out on some other shit too, for that matter. So, oh yeah, I forgot about getting my thing right now. So let's see here now. 2XFG. Let's see. DS 2XFG. I tried to use that code on that count the other day, so that's whatever. Although I'm able to get my, I was finally able to get my one account. I got a full set of gold armor on Morgan, then finally on the one. Because I was finally able to get 100 plus anvils for that dude then. So that was fun. And then we'll be able to do that here at some point in the future for others then too. So, which is good that they actually have like 1 or 2 here and there for the whatchamacallit things right now. Because if they didn't, that would suck, man. I was actually talking to some guy on the Facebook page for this game earlier, because he was mentioning about season 10 that he's in right now, and it's almost mid-season for them there is what it is. And how he was, they were like both competitive on both sides is what it is there. And they were showing like the carnivore thing is what it is that popped up now for season 10. And I said to him, I was like, yeah, man, like as somebody who beta tested that last season, I was like, bro, I cannot tell you how much of a game changer that was between then and now, because you can easily run out of long range transmissions Whereas if you have the carnivore shop in place, nice, it's got an actual anvil off that basic one. I was doing this account. But yeah, if you actually do that whole thing, you're actually in better shape in most cases. Unfortunately, in a lot of cases, you're not in good shape because you don't have enough in the other regions or the other seasons what it is there. But if you can have the carnivore shop in that season you're in, you are way, way better off then. So, oh, I don't quite have 50,000 on this one. I'm like way off too, by the way. I'm only 49,268 right now. Jesus Christ. So that's like 800 or so almost. But I'm still 377 though, so it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I'm not gonna lose that down to 500 in the next hour. I don't believe anyway. Better not fucking anyway. But maybe I will jump around here for the next hour or so and just try to beat as many things through as what it is then to get as close to 50K as possible then. So I don't know. Like I said, it really should be top 1,000, honestly, that they go with. Not just top 7 Honda or whatever it is there. Way the fuck over here right now. I really hope they update our damn thing this coming season though too with the because right now it's only we only get to 28 is what it is there, and yeah, it'd be nice to be able to get way higher than that is what it is then. Okay, let's see. We missed out on what was this one? Combat medals. We got anvils. Daryl saying B's paid for this. What a scumbag. Missed out on a bunch of rubies. Missed out on a whole bunch of bullets. Some more anvils. Some more long range, or some more combat medals. Some more rubies. And some more rubies. And that was all Daryl, by the way, paying for all that shit is what it is. Or even Clement Bees was paying for some of it, actually. Yeah, that guy's really sucking Killer Bee's dick right now is what it is, dude. It's not even funny. It's just pathetic, honestly, is what it really is. It's quite disgusting to see that. And then them talking about, oh, we're going to merge with you guys at some point. It's like, the hell you are, bitch. Fuck all y'all. Like, I will leave this fucking place with that. I'll figure out a way to make the money. Just get the hell out of here, man. I don't even care what the fuck happens after that, man. Like, I'll just get the hell out of this entire region because fuck all y'all on that one, dude. So, but anyway. Finally got Abraham up to a 108 now, so that's cool. My second account here. Grab this 5, right now. I really wish, honestly, that in this game when they did the Mixture Madness events, that it was more than 300 flasks they were giving out to people and stuff, because it's like it should be at least like 500 to 600, honestly, at minimum, because when it takes you like 5K to get all the way to the ultimate thing for the 10th one is what it is there, to get your stuff to T10 is what it is. Like, it takes forever to do that, man. And that would even just be like it wouldn't even be like a whole lot they're giving out to people, man. It'd just be like a little bit to like keep everybody sustained and stuff. But again, that's the problem with microtransaction gaming is they don't give a fuck, and that's why they want everybody to pay to fucking win is what it is then. Which is a bunch of shit in himself then. So, but anyway, I digress. So, I don't think it's going to pop up for me. No, not even showing it right now at all. So, let's see if I can do this again then. So what I did figure out, though, is I got about 700 to 800 rubies for the season, all the accounts, somewhere in there, maybe even 1,000 for one of them anyway. I haven't quite calculated everything yet, but other stuff I got there for the season right now, for all of my accounts, I ended up with, in the sanatorium account, I ended up with 32 Abraham fragments, 92 long ranges, and 900 maps, along with, I think this is like well over 1,000 rubies, honestly, when it's all said and done. The network account, I ended up with 49 Abraham fragments, 93 long ranges, and 730 maps. And then in the open account, I ended up with 42 Abraham fragments, 98 long ranges. This was probably more like 1,200 rubies, maybe 1,300 or 1,400 even for that matter, because it was already 1,000 before I even got these other ones to count together. So it is there. And then 750 maps overall. So not bad at all, but you know, I'm really surprised. I'm actually surprised that when you look at it, because you had 42 Abe frags in one, almost 50 in one of the other ones, and then my main one only had 32, and it is what it was. Like that was super, super low, man. So, and I think the problem there is it was kept giving me all the stupid ass fucking bullshit for like your Maya, Carl, Rory fragments and stuff like that instead of Abe frags is what it was there. Which I really wish they would just do away with those damn things after you have them all is what it is then, dude. So, or it would be a way where it just allow you to be like, would you like an Abraham fragment or a ruby set or something like that? There's what it would be or something like that. Because there's sometimes I would just straight up take Abe fragments then in that case, dude. Because I could use them more than the other one. So, but yeah, that's the whole thing. So, yeah, I don't know if I really want to waste the time to go around and start bashing on shit then or not here and try to get to the 50,000 or not. I mean, maybe I should actually, just because it would give me more ability to get some stuff done, but then at the same time, I wouldn't be able to get all the other stuff I want to get done. So, I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Because I want to send all my dudes out together is what it is right now, so. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's going to really matter. Like I said, we got less than an hour until reset. And I don't think people are smart enough to actually come on there in that time and try to fuck me out of the things it'll be then. So maybe they are, though. I don't know. Who knows, man? But I don't know. It's hard to say. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to go ahead and set all my stuff up on this one particularly. That is currently the account that I'm in right now, which is my secondary region. Oh, that goes away in 45 minutes. Don't do that one. God, don't do that one either. What the hell, man? Like, all the ones it's trying to send me to send my dude to, it's like fucking 45 minutes from now, it's going to be knocked out, basically. It's like, why the hell are you trying to send me to one that's going to be gone, dude? Fuck y'all. Seriously. So, anyway. But, need to try to get to 26 on this one at some point. Yeah, the only thing I didn't get today in this one was the research tech for the 25 fragments and the 75 wood. So, which is not bad, though. I mean, and it's interesting how they redid this stuff, actually. It'll be interesting to see if they actually add anything come season 9 here to this stuff, because, like I said, the one thing that pisses me off is they took out that 10 stamina grab immediately, which shouldn't have been taken out at all, because that was actually a pretty big game changer too for a little bit that was in there for. It was like 3 weeks or so that they had in there for something. And you were able to easily use that for better stuff is what it was then. So, yeah, it was really a bummer to see that go away, man, for real. But anyway. Huh. Somebody was giving out bread to people there. So. Some guy saying he'll never leave this one region he's currently in right now. So. Nah, it's creepy. Somebody was doing a creepy ass picture. So when you switch sides to face the wall and it's a bunch of ghosts behind this dude's fucking face. Oh, finally gonna get one. Damn it! I missed out on it. Shit. There was only 20 people for the thing is what it was. I could have got 1,000 rubies on that one potentially. Fuck. Damn, that was quick, dude. That was so fucking quick, dude. Because I literally grabbed at that like almost the second it was up there, and it fucking didn't do anything then, dude. Fucking hell, man. That really bums me the shit out of, man. So I don't know. Whatever. I'm currently working on 25s though for my my gun shops. I got a couple almost to 24 right now, and then I got 3 of them to 25. I think it's like 7 that you need or something to get the thing right now on this for the achievement. I want to say. No, sorry, it's 8, and you get 1,000 rubies then. So I still need 5 more then. Ugh, that's gonna take forever. I also need to get a 4th dog to 13 skills, which will take fucking a while. I'll probably have my legendary equipment before I have that thing, honestly. Not even kidding around. So, obviously got Vengeful Governor and Call to Arms to White, past 1 right now. So they'll get their, whenever I get them to 2 stars later on, they'll get their ruby sets for that then. How close am I to 9K right now, even? I don't know, but I'll get like 3,000 rubies when I get there, though. Looks like pretty close, too, actually. So, what is this one? Enhance 16 legendary survivors to 5 stars. Survivors grow beyond themselves under the guidance. That's cool. Five-star governor. Tyrant. Yeah, people were talking about how good the Vengeful Governor is compared to the other one then. And I was like, I don't know, man. The original Governor's pretty good, though. So. Oh, I just realized Hill had 110 commendation in this account. Make sure to do that real fast. Let's see, where does that put me now? It puts me at 50,447 on main account to 362 right now. That's cool. So, yeah, all right. Well, enough dick smacking around then. I'm actually just going to go on and play some games as we'll be here. So, I am playing Walking Dead Survivors, but I cannot screen share for some reason because it's not letting me do that. It keeps doing this shit every time I try to screen share. So, yeah, I'm trying to. We got like roughly 45 minutes right now until reset for the day, and then it'll be just me doing whatever then. So, and that'll be when we actually get season rankings. Yeah, 45 minutes, 50 seconds right now. So, I will jump on here with this account then and try to at least get to 50,000 then for my commendation is what it'll be for the season, which shouldn't be that hard, honestly. It's just finding the things close to you to be able to do it real fast. Then is what it is, and maybe having to jump around and stuff. So it keeps throwing me into like weird places too, for that matter, which is really irritating. So, which are like nowhere near the base I used to be part of. But anyways, let's see here. So go after this guy. 12-hour attack boost here. So you got 31 there. Go to 30 over here. 30 right there. 29 for this dude. And then 28 for the lowest one, which may or may not be able to get it actually, because I noticed recently with the F5s, my main one can do it, but my other two, or at least my third one anyway, seems to be only 27s. Whereas my my fifth one in this account may or may not be able to do 28s right now. I'm not sure because it's got an 82 John and 92 Sniper Andrea, and then a 78 Connie on it for the levelation. So we'll find out in about 15 seconds here right now if it does or not. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it can beat past him. That's good. That's good to know. Yeah, because that one earlier could not, and it sucked because it couldn't. It's not fun, that's for sure. So, yeah, going after these 29 to 31s, I'm able to get, I think it's like 7 per thing off of them or something, and then the 28 to 26s of the Walker herds are like 6 apiece, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, for the thing. So it'll take a little bit to get that amount then. I don't know if I'll get 800 out of them or not, but I'll get close to it anyway. So, yep. Probably my cousin. Yep, cousin calling me again. Let me get this phone number. All right, so that was my cousin calling. He's heading over right now to do some stuff then, and then probably going to go to the place again tomorrow then and look for some stuff I don't have money for again. Which honestly, if he's been able to sell some shit for me now and I can actually get some money off of him, then I'll be able to have the cash then to be able to buy some more shit. That is what it is. But I definitely need to get better into the reselling right now, which I need somebody that actually has like experience in that right now to like give me like the best quality I can find right now is what it'll be then, because I know I can make money here and there off of it. I just don't know exactly what would be the best thing to use right now. If it would be like those apps or if it would be like something else for that matter. And it's like hard to know because, you know, this is what it is. But at the same time, it's like it's hard to even get stuff done right now because, you know, cleaning this place up, and then it's like having to have like a place to actually set the shit up to do like pictures and do the pictures on the online stuff and whatnot. And then it's the whole thing there is what it is. So, yeah. Even if I could just sell like I said, that one medical boot someplace or something like that, and it's like that and like what would the other things be now? Like that would be worth, I think, like I know that's worth almost 50 brand new, so I'm guessing barely used like that, it'd probably be like 25, $30 though. If I can make like 25, 30 off of that, if I can make like 25 off of the other things too on that matter, I'd be in much better shape right now. So, just stole my thing over there. I think some motherfucker just stole my shit over here. That dirty bastard. Fucking stealing my hard-earned work, you dirty sons of bitches. So, but yeah, my cousin's about to come over though, so I'm gonna have to call it a day here, I think, and then go from there is what it is. So I got to 49,419 on this one. I'm at 376 right now in the count, so I think that's fine, honestly. I don't think it matters at this point, honestly. It's like I'll make top 500 in the next 40 minutes, I think is what it is. So yeah, I don't see nobody coming up here and like sniping me out at that point, dude, unless they've just been holding on to like commendation the entire season. But even then, they'd have to have like 50,000 just in the bank right now to be able to get that shit done then. So as it was, top 200 was like 60 something thousand then, which Jesus Christ, dude, that's a lot. So yeah, hopefully I can hit the fucking Powerball this coming Saturday then, as we were talking about on the phone there. Because if I can, I'll be able to make some decent bank then on that one. But yeah, who knows, man. It's a fucking pain in the ass either way. So it's like, you're damned if you do, if you don't kind of thing is what it is there. And it's like, you know, you just want to do stuff and get ahead a little bit, man. You don't want to have to sit there and fucking, you know, work until you're dead kind of shit. And then some cocksy in New Jersey won the fucking mega the other day for $1 billion fucking dollars, which after taxes and everything, they're going to get like probably a couple 100,000 at most, I'm guessing. Like $500,000 or something. Like there's like half of $1 billion or whatever the case be then or something. So yeah, it's like nothing compared to what they should be getting, which is sad. Very sad, actually, when you look at it. So anyway, it is what it is. Like I said, personally, I don't need to be a billionaire or anything like that, dude. I just want some fucking financial nest egg right now I can just live on is what it would be then, you know? Like even a couple $100 million would be nice. Just invested wisely, I could just do a bunch of good with that is what it would be. Like that piece of shit Michael Bloomberg keeps trying to steal people's gun rights with the fucking money he's amassed over his worthless ass life. Those who don't know the story of Bloomberg's whole wealth, billionaire status is what it is right now. That son of a bitch literally short sold stock illegally, by the way, which is technically legal in our country for some retarded reason, but technically it's illegally is what it is, because he's inflating stock prices to make it seem like it's worth way more than it actually is, and it's exactly what the Wall Street bets people did when they were trying to fuck over GameStop and stuff like that. And it was them basically forcing these people to like pay up on the shit they were creating is what it was. Because really the whole point of short selling stock is, what you're technically doing with it is you're illegally creating extra fucking thing that does not exist there. So if you have like 100% of something, they're creating like 500% of something is what it is then, and claiming there's like 500 times the amount of shit there that's not even there is what it is. And then they're sitting there being like, oh, but here's the thing. And then it's basically them being able to like do a bunch of fuckery is what it is there. And then sit there and turn around and basically make a bunch of money off that is what it is then, from my understanding. Limited understanding of it, obviously. But like, yeah, it's real fucking shady shit is what it is, dude. And the fact that it's not illegal shows how fucking corrupt our government is right now, dude, is what it is. Because again, those assholes are pulling the same exact bullshit. And that's exactly what the whole fucking problem is right now. The whole fucking system is corrupt as shit. Just needs to be fucking torn to the ground is what it is, dude, for real. And built back better is what it is, legitimately. With an actual non-corrupt ass government. And, you know, making this country truly great again is what it is then. Which really starts with trust busting the hell out of a lot of these corporations is what it is, honestly. I've been debating about campaign slogans I would run on, and I think like trust bust the motherfuckers would be one of those good ones, honestly, dude. Let's see what people say about that one. Because that'd be pretty good. It would be very accurate, too, by the way. I want to point that one out. For what I'm trying to do here. So. It's like, yeah, let's trust bust these motherfuckers. So. Anyway, I actually got into this debate years ago with Cobalt Flame. He was one of the guys on Guns and Barbecues chats and stuff, and he and I were talking about like Walmart and stuff like that and how big of a bunch of scumbags they are. And he actually brought up a good point of like how what we should have in place is like some kind of a thing that would actually allow for them to be like a distribution center to like other smaller mom and pop grocery stores instead of just being a giant mega corporation thing. And it's not a bad idea, honestly. Like it probably would work in theory. It's just like being implemented to actually work that was the thing, and not allowing these people to be like a bunch of scumbag ass motherfuckers. What it is then. So yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, but yeah, other than that though, that's where I'm at for the day. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day then, because I am very tired right now. My cousin's about to come over then, so hang out with him for a while, go do whatever in the morning then, and then go with them to go over to the place then and check out some shit. There's what it is then, and see if we can find anything good then. Which right now I'd basically just be looking for like things to put things into, like a bag potentially, which I don't think is going to be there, because that's one thing I have noticed recently. There's I think I showed you guys that bag I got over there before, which is that yeah, let me see, grab it up here real quick. Which was this pretty cool bag right here. That is very nice, honestly. It's like a nice little like canvas burlap sack thing or whatever. And it has like the ability to basically be attached to something else then, both on the tops and on the side somehow is what it is there. So I'm not sure how you attach that to something though, but like, and of course it's got all the pockets in the front here. You got like a bigger pocket here in the front, which has some stuff in it right now. And then got those little pockets on the sides here too for like smaller stuff, which I just realized there's a gun mag in one of these. So I need to put that aside actually right now. So that's one of my G3C mags actually. Yeah, I'll put that one of my other ones then. And then yeah, the main one here, which I can't really show because it has stuff in it right now, but you know, when I say stuff, you guys know what I'm talking about. Which is T-Ray related materials. So but yeah, hopefully I'll get my card in tomorrow then, because it still hasn't come in today, which pisses me off. So but yeah, I'll definitely have that put aside and put someplace else then. And then go from there basically. So but yeah, anyway. So yeah, about a half hour from now we'll be doing the season reward stuff then, and it'll be, I don't think kicks in until next season is what it is, which is stupid. So not sure if my cousin's here yet or not, because I just heard something knocking around the back there, which would be him possibly grabbing stuff off the back porch then to throw into his truck to take to the dump. So Actually, Saturday should be the next the spring fever thing that my current local shop has going on right now for their product stuff is ending tomorrow. So technically it should be the 30th or the 1st of April will be their next one then. So it'll either be the 30th or it'll be like April 2nd probably then when they put that up then. So I didn't realize they had this on sale. 6.5 foot ugly stick, 4-piece travel spinning rod. It's not bad, but at that kind of price, I'd almost like to have the combo, because I've gotten cheaper combos than that at Walmart and stuff before, where it's like $20 for a rod and reel both, which isn't bad quality at all for the matter, dude. So, but yeah, I assume there'll be something else then I'll put on sale here is what it is, and obviously I was able to get that lower up there then, as well as my G3C for that matter, for the same price I paid for my G2C of all things. So, which was below 2.5. I'll say that. I'll leave it at that. Really is what it is. I'm not gonna say anything other than that. So, which the G3C is right there. So, in its holster. Yeah, it's just sitting by me here in its holster right now. The only thing I'm bothered by with that one is, especially with them, the regular price they have on that right now, is I know a lot of those used to come with 3 mags, and the one that I got though only came with 2 mags because I guess there's like some of the SKUs that only come with 2 mags. Now for that price, that's about what it should cost, honestly. But like at the same time, it's like when you're thinking you're going to get 3 mags for that price, you only get 2 mags, and you're just like, that's some bullshit because the mags themselves are like almost 40 bones a pop, dude. So, and there's not really any difference between that, is what it is. So, but yeah, I should, since me and my cousins are going to hang out tomorrow, I should actually talk them into going up there then and being like, hey man, you guys should totally get that lower for the price it is right now for this last day of the sale. Since they both want to do 350 Legends and stuff like that. And it's like, now would be the time, bro. Get that that lower for a good deal on this last day of the thing then, and then you get the upper whenever then. So I will say one thing, even on sale up there right now, like the price of their 1022s has gone way up, man. I remember back in Trump's administration, this was like 2018, 2019, they used to have sales on those all the time. It was like literally 2 for them. And now the cheapest one they have on sale is like 3. So it's like, Jesus, dude. It's a fucking ripoff. And then all the other ones that are like the tactical or the takedown and everything else, like that's like twice that price almost. It's like, Jesus, bro. Yeah, there is no fucking way that I'd be paying the equivalent of an AR, like a low quality AR, for a fucking 1022, dude. That's insane. Like y'all smoking crack at that point. At that point, I'd rather get a Ruger Charger, honestly. Even that's a little bit overpriced, but it's a lot better quality though. Because it has like the ability to become like a little like mini one or whatever. So I still would love to get me another 1522 though, because fucking cops still haven't found mine. I don't think they ever will, honestly, for that matter, which sucks. But it is what it is, man. I don't know. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to find something cool, though, for super, super cheap then. And nothing else. It'll be like a bag of something or something like that. That'll be the case then, so. But whatever. That is about it for today, though. I will be back tomorrow for for Freedom Friday. And if I do go to the thing and get some stuff, it'll be Reseller Friday as well, for that matter. So, but yeah, right now we are getting close, though, for our thing, which I'm not sure if we will be there, but we'll be. This thing will reset here on the 8th, or not the 8th, the 4th, and I think our other one may have already reset right now. Now I just heard my cousin's car, though, so I'm going to go ahead and call it a day right now. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, though, for Freedom Friday. Might do a Reseller Friday, depending on if I can get some stuff from there or not. And, you know, hopefully not too much, but, you know, probably some stuff it'll be, so. But yeah, other than that, though, that's where I'm at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Biden should definitely be trapped for high treason at this point. About 50,000 times over, honestly. They are literally using this bridge collapse to cover for central bank digital currency being implemented in the next year or so. And yeah, we're definitely going to civil war in this country, I believe. And it's only a matter of time before that happens this summer. So my best advice to anybody out there right now is be armed and ready. If you don't have enough ammo, get some more ammo. If you don't have enough mags, figure out the fucking financial situation, get some more mags. If you don't have enough guns, figure out your financials and get some more guns, honestly, because when the shit hits the fan, that's one of the main things that's going to matter, honestly, is having enough firearm capacity on you and stuff like that to be able to take down a bunch of people and stuff that are tyrannically against you, that are obviously invaders into this country, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, you should act, honestly, my opinion, you should actually be staging guns around wherever you live right now, because you never know if something's going to happen in the next couple of weeks here. And it could be, like I said, my prediction right now is April 8th is going to be a fucking catalyst in this country, whether it be a Black Swan event, whether it be a created Black Swan, whatever the case be, I don't know what, but like something's going to happen, and they're priming it to happen right now. And I don't know if it's going to be them turning off the fucking power somehow, or if it's whatever the case be, and trying to make like mass anarchy so they can do martial law implementation or whatever it's going to be, man. But like, I wouldn't be surprised by any of it right now. So, but yeah, you're definitely going to have a gun or multiple guns for that matter that day. Every person in your house right now that is legally able to be carrying and can fire a weapon should be able to be carrying and firing a weapon that day. And yeah, that's pretty much it, though, is what it is. So, like I said, my plan right now is I'm trying to find more things, hopefully stumble across a backpack or something maybe, and really just trying to find a cheap ass bug out bag for under $1 when it is this point, which is like knowing I got that fucking canvas thing that time, dude, for 50 cents. It's like I could easily find something like that again there. It's almost like a backpack kind of deal or whatever. That could basically turn into a backpack or something for half $1 what it is then, man. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at right now, is trying to find some good shit there. Tomorrow's what it'll be, and then essentially start actually doing like reselling come like Saturday, Sunday or something like that, and make some money here hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Then is what it'll be. Have some cash on hand then if that be the case. So anyway, other than that though, that's what I'm at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Always be carrying, always be armed, always be ready, because you never know when shit's going to go down. And you never want to be the victim in your own country. And it's as simple as that, really. Later, y'all. See ya.